Hey there, friendlies. How's up? Welcome to the 14th of May episode of my fantabulous live stream. Or as I should be saying, welcome to the Bevies, Blades, and Birthday Bash, where we got some bevies, we got some blades, and we're probably going to talk about at least one birthday. Got stuff on my way here. Obviously, I want to start off with the usual housekeeping, which is the part where I say, if you're listening to us, time shifted to tomorrow or next week. Next week will actually be my birthday, so come on by on the 21st and watch it again, okay? I could use the extra numbers. Or next year, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting after the fact. Warms the cockles of my little heart to know that you guys are interacting with the video, even though you can't interact with each other after the fact. Tea is a good drink. And if you are loving what's happening here tonight, then I invite you at that point to hit that smiley thumb. If at any point tonight you kind of hate what's going on, that's all right. The frowny thumb works just as well. And if you'd like to take a more active role in keeping the lights on around here, as many in the side chat already have, then I invite you to tap on the join button down below the video, and that will show you the 2 tiers of membership that are available to you for your hard-earned money, as well as what each tier gets you. Now, before I check out who's hanging with us, I just want to take a sip of my old-fashioned. I'm out of orange bitters, so I'm trying a chocolate old-fashioned. Same as a regular old-fashioned, except for 2 changes. Yeah. One is that I do a very, very traditional old-fashioned, which is 4 shots of orange bitters, 4 shots of, not shots. Shut up, Jesse. 4 dashes of orange bitters, 4 dashes of Angostura bitters on the sugar cube before muddling. Since I'm out of orange bitters, I figured I have cocoa bitters. So I have 4 shots of Angostura and 4 shots of cocoa bitters. And then, because I was going all chocolatey and stuff, you'll note that I have a maraschino cherry in there, which a lot of old fashions have, but I tend not to do. I think the orange twist is enough, but since we're playing with a classic, it's classic but with a twist, as they used to say back when I was working in a fashion magazine. Excuse me, sinuses are, of course, going nuts on me tonight. So, I call this the BB and birthday bash, quasi-bash, because Peanut Trucker and I are both May babies. Peanut Trucker was on, correct me if I'm wrong, the 12th, and I'm on the 21st. The only reason why someone with a brain of Swiss cheese like I have can remember that is because we're kind of each other's anagram. So, Chris, I do hope that you had a very good birthday, and I hope that I will also have a very good birthday. Anyone else in the side chat of May baby? Let's first of all, I'm going to say hi to whoever's here. We're going to see who's hanging, who's kicking back with us. We got 10 people on with us right now. I do not know how many thumbs up I have, though, because I forgot to turn on the YouTube page. I have turned it on now, and I have 10 thumbs ups. You guys are rock out. Thanks, guys. That warms the cockles just a little bit more. So, cocoa bitters. The thing is, like, bitters aren't a massive flavorant. What they do is they elongate the flavor in some ways, they add a little bit of spice. So 4 shots of cocoa bitters doesn't make it the super chocolatey drink. It just sort of adds a little aperçu, a little soupçon of chocolat to the experience of the old-fashioned. So let's see who's got their names up in the side chat. Right off the bat, you had Canadian showing up at, what time was that? 6:08, which is fast because I only created this live stream at 5:59. So he was like, bam, I am so on the ball. Canadian, remind me to talk tools with you at one point because I told you like I had that little Ryobi um, battery powered drill and impact driver set, and the drill died in a shower of sparks while I was working with it one day. And I also have a Mastercraft wired drill because for some jobs, like say drilling into concrete, you can't beat a wired drill. And I seem to have finally broken that. It lasted a good long time, but I seem to have finally broken that. It's all it's all cockeyed now. So at some point, remind me to pick your knowledge about tools. What I want is to have one brand of battery powered tools, because right now I've got 3, but they're all sort of not even prosumer. They're consumer brands, right? I got Ryobi. I have something blue, someone's house brand, and I have someone else's house brand. I have an oscillating cutting thing that's wired, but that's a Milwaukee, and I feel that it's quite good. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. There's me saying how impressed I was with Canadian. There's Chris. He's fast. He sure is. Oh yeah, yes, Peanut Trucker. It is the birthday live stream tonight. I have a special wish list of an Amazon wish list that I'm going to share and expect everyone to. Kidding, I don't have an Amazon wish list. By the way, Peanut Trucker is a channel mod, so be nice or be hammered. Actually, some of you end up hammered on these live streams anyway, but I meant hammered in a banhammer kind of. Never mind. We're just going to roll right along. We got Christy in the house. Christy is a channel hero, as you can tell by that little, what is the official term for those? Loyalty icon? Shut up, YouTube. By that little icon. And she says, happy belated to Chris. And man, Chris, I was going to text you on the 12th, but the 12th sort of got away from me. It really, really got away from me. Hold on a second. I just want to check one little thing. Doopy doo doopy doo doo. Yeah. I was just checking something because I thought I was about to lose my signal, but no, I'm good. Pin Triggers, yes, it was Sunday. Yeah. So, I was going to text you, but, this weekend I went to Ottawa for a funeral. While I was there, I met up a friend of mine from my department at work who lives in Ottawa, and gave her a bottle of whiskey that she had ordered through me from Alberta. So it was good to get that to her. But the drive was horrifying, absolutely horrifying, because of road work and an accident. But Canadian says was just listening in on a live stream. Okay, that's fair enough. Country Boy says it's slow tonight. Everyone beat me here. Geez, it's okay. You're still a channel hero and a channel mod. So both of those things are things that I respect. I told you guys in the last live stream about how I love having these really clear ice cubes, but I hate the cube maker that I bought. And I told you which ones not to buy, right? I think I shared the Amazon link and said, don't buy this one. I've been looking for a better one. I think I located something better. So, Canadian says, man, folks sure love to argue. I don't know what you're talking about. I sure don't know what you're talking about. I'm not arguing with anyone. Hey, there's Grace. Grace is a channel hero right now. She's saying hi to me, and she's saying hi to all of you. Yes, Canadian is saying yes to something, but I don't know what the hell he's talking about. That was... Oh, all of this happened before I was even on. So, right. Okay, people were arguing on Dennis's live. Somebody's got a dish on this. Somebody's got a dish, because I want to know what happened there. Why would people be arguing on Dennis's live? Russell is popping in saying hi. He's a channel mod and a channel hero, and he's letting everybody know that I got rained on today. I did, in fact, get rained on today. I mean, he pinged me and said, Jess, status? I'm like, well, I got rained on. He might have been asking whether or not I was going online tonight, but, you know, I didn't know that. Sad to see the end of an old-fashioned. I'm just an old-fashioned type of guy. I'm totally woke. Everyone's just sort of saying hi to each other. Apparently, a Canadian was chuckling at the fighting over on Dennis's live stream. Kristen is saying hi to Russell. Chris is saying hi to Country Boy. Country Boy is saying hi to Chris. Chris is saying hi to Grace. And Russell is saying hi to everyone. Now, Peanut Trucker is doing the God's good work by saying thumbs up before the hammer gets here. The hammer, when Chris is talking about a hammer, she's talking about David. But I don't know if David is going to be here this week. The maraschino cherry in this glass, which you cannot see, but that maraschino cherry is very expensive. I bought 2 kinds of real maraschino cherries about a week ago, like Luxardo and another Italian. They were like wickedly expensive. They were $35 each jar. Okay, and we're talking about like a 250 ml jar of maraschino cherries. We had the little cousins over last week, and Cody and her cousins were making mocktails all week, and they were just chowing right through one of the jars. And I had this moment of and then I was like, actually, no, this is what they're for. This is why they're here. People are making drinks and taking it. I did say at supper once. I said at supper one night, I said, if you're using my cherries, when you finish the drink, eat the damn cherries. I'm not throwing away a $35 jar of cherries. But I got this kind of warm feeling watching them, because they had no idea that these were expensive cherries, and I wasn't going to tell them. But I mean, it doesn't break the bank. And these kids were making drinks, were making mocktails, and I love seeing these kids make mocktails because I so love making cocktails. You know, like, I get real joy in the discovery of new recipes and trying the new recipes. And I most often do a recipe for the first time, like on a Facebook Live, you know, in front of a live studio audience. Not a studio audience, but a live Facebook audience. And sometimes the drink is terrible, but usually it's pretty good. I'm like, I don't tend to go for recipes that are using a palette that I don't like. Like, I don't do a lot of tiki, you know. I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Oh, yeah, because I just ate a very expensive cherry, and how I was about to get all precious about them last weekend, and then was like, shut up, Jesse. This is what they're for. People are enjoying your cherries. I had a momentary question myself about that statement I just made, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving that way. I'm giving. Oh, hey, look who's here. Mark Davidson, channel hero. How's it going? How's it going, hero? Now, Mark Davidson said hi at exactly 9 o'clock. So that means that I'm 16 minutes late. So I'm going to sort of scroll a little faster, and just see if there's any names that I haven't said hi to yet. So if you asked me a question and I missed it, ask it again in all caps, and I'll notice that. There we got Destiny saying hi to the whole world, waving. How's it going, Destiny? And of course, wishing Chris a belated happy birthday. I mean, but nobody is saying happy in advance to me yet, because just everybody likes Chris better than they like me. It's okay. I'm self-acclaimed. Where's that from? Country Boy says, I'm going to try to do my job tonight, but there's a hockey game on in a half an hour. I will admit that I I am free of any caring about hockey at all, which apparently makes me a terrible Montrealer. But I haven't given a crap about hockey since the Carbonneau years. I just feel that it's a Hollywood game now in some ways. But I mean, I'm surrounded by friends and family who, like, when the Habs are playing, they're like, eyes on the TV. My brother-in-law, his doctor told him to stop watching hockey because it was affecting his blood pressure. I'm like, dude, that's because you still have hope. Hey, there's Susie Q saying hi to all. How's it going, Susie Q? How you doing tonight? Apparently Destiny understands about the hockey thing. You know, and it's funny, I do understand it because I dislike hockey. Though I didn't used to, but I have disliked hockey for years now because Carbon was a long freaking time ago. But I do love the beautiful game. Like when the World Cup is happening, don't mess with me. You know, I'm watching my team. Well, my team's like there's one team that I, without fail, back. Sometimes heartbreak, sometimes not. And then I always have one or two sort of what I would see as second tier teams, not in terms of their playership or whatever, but in terms of like who I want to win. When the World Cup was in South Africa, I had a hard time because my second rung teams were like Ghana, and I forgot the other one, but they were two African teams because I do have mal d'Afrique. I want to see Africa one day, and I love African football. It's so swashbuckling. You know, I mean, it doesn't necessarily make for big wins when you're up against a big German powerhouse or an Italian, you know, a flamboyant yet still a very skillful Italian side, but African football is a lot of fun to watch. And for a couple of seasons, Didier Drogba came to play here in Montreal for the Impact. So I went to games because that guy's cool. But enough about football or soccer. Look at who's here. 8 Acres popping in. 8 Acres, the mod. Just smash the smiley thumb like I hope everyone else has. I'm going to go and refresh the YouTube page to see how many people we got. We got 13 people watching. It's a smaller group than usual and 14 thumbs ups. That means we lost somebody. It means I'm being boring. Damn it. I hope we didn't lose Chris because this is our co-birthday bash. Chris, are you drinking something? You having like a Dr. Pepper? Something like that. I'm not a big fan of Coke, but there's a bunch of cocktails that use Coke, and it seems like most of the grocery stores near me sell the Mexican Coke. And like my big problem with Coke is that it switched from, you know, sugar to fructose, sorry, which in the States is, I don't know what you call it. It's a different high something corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. Is that what you call it? Whatever, what we call glucose fructose here. Otherwise known as a bottle of diabetes. But the Mexican Coke, because Canadian Coke kept using cane sugar for longer than American Coke did, but now it's all the same crap. But Mexican Coke still uses cane sugar. So I was thinking of picking up a couple of bottles for making cocktails with. Why am I talking about that? My chain of thought sort of went off the rails there. But anyways, I'm trying to get the last of the crunchy little sugar bits. Christy says, I didn't even know they made cocoa bitters, and I will tell you something. They make celery bitters, they make cherry bitters. Was it Christy or Shawnee who asked me to investigate making a cherry old fashioned? Which you was it? Is Shawnee here yet, by the way? People are still saying happy belated to Chris, which is nice. And yeah, he's saying, yes, the 12th backwards from your 21st. This tells me how late I am. Apparently, hope that Jess has not had an accident with the cheese wheel. No, I don't remember having any accidents. Or that he's fallen and can't get up. I am unsure what the heck Destiny's talking about. Destiny moves in mysterious ways. If you use it a lot, go a little better quality. I think you're talking about tools. I just said tools, but I meant tools. I think you're talking about tools. Being on different platforms isn't fiscally smart. Yeah, okay. Wow, I am so late. I'm sorry. I'm trying to... Oh, yeah. Sales has gone full Milwaukee. I would love to know if that was the right way to go, because that's what I'm thinking you're doing too. I kind of think Milwaukee is ugly, but I don't care. I want good tools that'll last me, because I'm so tired of like buying the affordable stuff and then having to buy again. Like, I want to buy once, cry once. Though maybe not this year, because I'm paying for some expensive stuff, and tax season was not good to me. Yeah. There's Homie Omi. How's it going, homie? Did you buy something new lately? Canadian says, pick DeWalt or Milwaukee. I will not pick DeWalt. There was a time when I absolutely would have, when, you know, like the job sites I worked on as a youngin had DeWalt everywhere. Well, DeWalt or like Skill back in the day, like 80s Skill, or Makita was everywhere. I still have a real sort of fondness for Makita. But my dad and I have both lost DeWalt stuff, like recent stuff, since they shipped the whole manufacturing contracts offshore. I know they've sort of quasi brought some of that back, but they haven't really. And it's only for their like Super Pro line anyway. Country Boy says that Milwaukee is his personal preference for cordless. Yeah, for the cordless stuff, I kind of don't care, right? Because I don't care about having one battery for everything with the cordless stuff. So I'll just keep buying Mastercraft or whatever. But for the battery stuff, I really want to slowly move towards one unified platform. And if you can afford it, says Canadian, go brushless. I figured that was my default setting for this. Yeah. If it means I have to save up an extra month or two, I'm fine. I mean, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on tools right now, but like midterm plan. I'm going to try and... There we go. There's Gabe Inch. How's it going, Gabe? I don't think I've seen your name here either before or not in a long time. So he is saying happy birthday to Chris, as you imagine. Happy belated to Chris, or happy in advance to me. I'm kind of sad that my old fashioned is finished. Yeah, I'm skipping down a little bit. Canadian. I saw the news about Kevin's program being cut. I'm really sad for him, because he really, like, he was realistic about what he was doing in some ways, and you know, he'd been doing it a long time, but I think he really, really loved that. I think that was probably one of the favorite things he's been doing. And at the end of the day, it's bloody important work. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my cup warmer. It's important work, man. He's doing important stuff. Now I'm still ridiculously about 15 minutes behind. I don't think it was the government who cut that job, though. I think that the college cut the programs. So if Al isn't with us tonight, then my 10 o'clock whiskey is going to be the Peat Monster by Compass Box. This is a blended malt. Is this a blended malt or a blended whiskey? Blended malt Scotch whiskey. Natural color. Non-chill filtered. And this Peat Monster has a Canadian label on it. It's English and French. What the hell? Amazing. I've already tasted this, so I'm going to read you the tasting notes. This is at 10 o'clock. I'm not drinking this yet. And there's no age, so I don't have to, minute in the glass where you're in the cask. The Peat Monster. a peaty smoky Scotch malt whiskey, unlike any other peaty smoky Scotch malt whiskey. That's because it's our own blend of single malt whiskeys, creating a style no single distillery can create. This is a malt whiskey brimming with peat smoke, character, and accented by delicate notes of fruit and baking spice. It is balanced and full on the palate with a sweet impression and a very long finish. Bam. So that's my 10 o'clock tipple. And since I've finished my old fashioned, between now and then, it's tea. And I was going to do water as well, but I forgot it. Oh, Gabe loves cocktails as well. Nice. I have another channel, which is a whiskey channel, and I sometimes do cocktail stuff over there. I do cocktail lives on my personal Facebook page, my Jess Corbeil Facebook page. At the risk of coming across as really crass, would one of the mods drop a link to my other channel in the side chat, my whiskey channel, otherwise known as Dribs and Drams? How many of you actually know about my other channel anyway? Like, are any of you like, he keeps talking about this channel, but I don't think it's real. I don't think it exists. Grace says, I caught the last bit of it. That's Dennis's live, I think. Cliff can really go on a rant. Who the hell was on? Hey, Peanut Trucker's wife. How's it going, Jennifer? How you doing? How was your man's birthday? Did you make any cake? Did he get any good gifts? The whole thing about tonight's live stream is that it was his birthday on the 12th and it's mine on the 21st. So I want to know, did he get anything really cool? Did he have any cool food? Any cake? Please tell me he was home and not on the road. Hold on one little second. My daughter is texting me because she has forgotten that I am. Yeah. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I have to. I have the eldest daughter, who you guys have seen on screen. I cut down her online time massively because of stuff. 12-year-old stuff. So I'm just giving it back because she's been doing well today, and I forgot. So yes. Destiny says, "Uh-oh, she's keeping track of more quotable quotes. Fill in the blanks time while we wait for Jesse. It warms." What are we talking about tonight? Russell asks. At 9:19, so I'm really late. So he already knows. He already knows. Just gonna sort of go on down. So Chris is having a 0 sugar root beer. Root beer. All right. I love this. We celebrated him all weekend. That is great. I don't think I'm doing anything for my birthday this year. Canadian said, I was going to answer Destiny, but I don't like randomly typing cockles in a chat. You know, cockles are not the same as if you take the last 3 letters off. So it's okay. You're good. You're good. I don't think Destiny sees that I'm on screen. Because she says that I'm late. I don't think that the screen is playing for Destiny. Ian the Web Lord, how's it going? How you doing? And he's wishing us both happy birthdays. I think maybe this year I'll buy myself a drone for my birthday. Oh, I can't. Life is so expensive right now. Christy says, happy pre-birthday, Jess. Can somebody, does anyone here like speak to Destiny outside of the side chat? Like, does anyone know Destiny through, Oh, I think she's on Discord. Can someone ping her and make sure she can see the that we're going? Because I get the feeling that as of 9:19 or so, 9:22, she still didn't see. And is anyone else having the same problem? Is anybody commenting but not seeing the video? Sales says, I spoke to a Milwaukee rep when they'll change their battery system that they don't plan to anytime soon. They'll keep making batteries for 20 years after. And happy pre-birthday. Thanks, Serge. We'll celebrate all week. Yes, we will. We got to have something to celebrate. Canadian is personally on Milwaukee. Okay, I'm feeling better about Milwaukee all the time because I keep meeting people who are all Milwaukee all the time. He was home good. He ate well. And yes, he made cake nice. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, wow. That includes whippersnipper. Now, do you mean snowblower, or is that like one of those lawn blower things? And hedge trimmer. Okay. I have the crappy Canadian Tire hedge trimmer. You might put a carrot cake. Wait, a carrot cake roll? With the cream cheese icing? Did it have the cream cheese icing? It has to have the cream cheese. If it's not cream cheese icing, it's not real carrot cake. But, oh my God, a roll with the cream cheese icing? I would need that to have jam in the middle. Yeah, that sounds amazing. I mean, I'm making up, like I'm so extrapolating here, but you made a carrot cake roll. Sister cooked, and I ate way too much. Yes, you were home Friday till today. Nice. I love it. I'm happy. Serge has done the God's good work by dropping my other channel in the side chat. Raspberry Rock says, there are about 400 billion stars in our galaxy and about 2 trillion galaxies. What are the chances life evolved exactly the same on a planet out there and everyone is watching a live stream of Jess? I would say they're astronomically low, but I do like to think that in a multiverse situation, this is happening elsewhere, maybe many, many times. And in all of those times, I'm better at this than I am in this universe. Good food is such a great birthday gift, says Destiny, and I believe that she is right. Ad time. But I am so late that I'm getting pretty close. Okay, so the ads just happened. Russell says, just live right now. If you don't see him, refresh. Yeah, Destiny's not seeing the stream? What the hell's going on? Okay, so she's fine. Yeah, you got to here's the thing, Destiny. YouTube used to work differently. Like now, like I have to refresh. Okay, so what it says right now is that there are 23 people watching and 14 thumbs ups. Okay, so I'm gonna go and refresh, and there are 23 people watching and 18 thumbs ups. Like you have to refresh YouTube now. It didn't used to, like it used to just automatically update, but it doesn't anymore. I think viewer numbers update, but like thumbs ups don't. It's not necessarily going to autoplay if you somehow like hit the space bar and pause or something. Or I have had lives before where I've thought they weren't happening, and I missed the first 5 minutes because I was like, what's going on? So I refreshed the page a lot in YouTube. Like anytime something is like, what's going on, I refresh the page. At work, I have to refresh pages a lot because of the nature of my work. And so that's just second nature to me. So when you're YouTubing or watching YouTubes, if anything sort of is like, what's going on, refresh immediately. Because you missed 33 minutes of absolutely sterling content. Russell, I have not. I have been sort of saying, does anyone know if Destiny can see us? Cream cheese icing. Sugar-free, okay. I'm wondering if... I'm not going to ask. Cream cheese, buttercream. I love it. Yeah, I'm with Grace on this. A carrot cake roll. Hello. I love carrot cake. I don't really get to eat it very much, but I do love. Canadian says, my Milwaukee snipper can attach the head trimmer on it. Multi-attachment capabilities. That's interesting. And she was all worried about me. I love it. I do not have a blanket tonight. I should have brought one. I mean, you know, it's my birthday month. I can blanket up. I can get all snuggly. I can get all cuddly and, you know, wrap myself all up and just peek out like, hello, live stream, and be gone. That'd be amazing. Jennifer is telling Chris to send a pic of the roll. If you do send a pic, oh, I think he did, because I'm still a little late. Hold on a sec. Just hold on now. Chris. I was about to use your real name, Chris. Sorry. The trucker of peanuts has. Okay. First look at. Oh, come on, you stupid machine. So there's a little roll action. Come on. Can I just... Oof, this is tough to do. Oop. Oh, no, I mean... That looks like a good spread. Is that like... That looks to me like you got steak. And I don't recognize American food. That looks like it's a shepherd's pie and a big old plate of ground beef. Is that a shepherd's pie, or is that just mashed potatoes and a big old plate of ground beef? And also, I would like to say that is that homemade? Because in my experience, having been to the States many, many times, and having Haitian in-laws, you know, so like a Haitian party is huge. Americans use these aluminum cooking platters way more than we do up here. But yeah, that looks like steak, and then two things that confuse me. Like one of them is either whatever, I just said it. What's it? Pâté chinois, shepherd's pie, and ground beef. Had to refresh twice, but now I see. Okay. Yeah, I'm also drooling over the carrot cake roll destiny for damn sure. Hey, there's Long's Quest saying 19. I guess that's 19 thumbs ups. Yeah, and okay, so I'll refresh the damn page. Why did YouTube change that? 20 thumbs ups. Yeah. Makes me happy. Although there are 22 people watching. So 2 of you are bored with me. How you doing, Skip? Everybody is saying how you doing, Skip. So I'm just gonna skip on past. Ooh, I didn't mean that. Shawnee, whoops, Shawnee clicked. She's late. That's okay. Shawnee's a channel hero. I asked something before, but I didn't get an answer, and probably because you weren't here. So now I'm thinking it was you. I was wondering if it was you or Chrissy who suggested I look up the cherry old fashioned, because I have to buy because I have to buy a new bottle of orange bitters, and I'm thinking of just adding. Learn to speak English, and I'm gonna probably add cherry bitters so that I can start putting stuff together to make that old fashioned happen. I'm gonna take this watch off because it's bugging me. Oh no, I'm not getting a constant readout of my blood alcohol oxygen level and stuff. Serge says that he this is Milwaukee, and got the chainsaw and trimmer with a swap. That's probably a snipper with a chainsaw wheel. It's a beast mode. Garden beast. Okay, everyone's just saying hi. Okay, barbecue ribs, steak, cowboy baked beans, and cheesy potatoes. Oh, so that thing that I thought was a big old tray of ground beef with cowboy baked beans. I don't know what cowboy baked beans are. Gonna have to look that up. Mark thinks it's a veritable smorgasbord. I think it looks great as well. And apparently cheesy potatoes are heaven. Okay. It was you for the cherry old fashioned. Okay, I'm gonna look that recipe up again because it looked like it was a little more involved than I had thought. Like there was cherry bitters, but there's something else in there as well. Shawnee says cherry old fashioned, so not grenadine. There's cherry bitters. Yes, there are definitely cherry bitters. Grenadine is not cherry. Grenadine is pomegranate. I'm gonna get it. Pomegranate. Grenadine is based on it's a pomegranate syrup. Oh no, you got a wicked cold during prime planting garden time. That sucks. I have a crippling case of ennui, so I know how it feels. And deviled eggs. Does she do the deviled eggs with like the with the spice in it, or does she sort of keep it on the mayonnaise side? At first, I thought Canadian was talking about the weather, but I think he's talking about the interior weather. Okay, so cowboy baked beans are baked beans with hamburger or sausage with onions and barbecue rub. Okay, sounds good. I am caught up with the Cheetah McChat. I don't know how to deal with that. I do wish I had another old fashioned though. I'll have to make more of my cursed clear ice cubes. That ice cube tray is terrible. I see Steel Buns is waiting in the green room. I will let him pop on when he wants.
And you have no cans.
Swap the windows around, and then I will put on the cans so that I can actually hear him speak.
You have no cans.
Good old cans.
Hey, good cans on you. Oh, I forgot to do something.
Pro mic, pro cans. Like I really do. Every now and again, what I should do is start my live stream off with that. Welcome to Hearts of Space, a compendium of Bay Area sounds for late at night. Little like radio ASMR. What was that kind of music called? New Age. Sorry, compendium of New Age Bay Area sounds to help you sleep early at night.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm making up a late night radio station, dude. You gotta go with me on this stuff.
Well, why isn't it like, welcome to Jess? Pull up the covers, cuddle up against me.
Tonight,
I lull you to sleep with my daring do.
Tonight on Jesse's live stream, our guests include Russell, Steel Buns, and McCracken.
Steel Buns McCracken.
Steel Buns McCracken.
Hey, did I tell you the story? I was in the. I don't want to get into my medical history, but I was seeing a nurse practitioner, and they, of course, and it was a new place, so of course they make you fill out these forms, right? It's all the, here's what we can do with your private information, and they want all your personal information all over again, even though it's already on the computer or whatever. So, but there's a spot on the form for preferred nickname. So I'm
Really?
like, yeah. So I put in Steel Buns. And it's on an iPad, so it automatically gets put into their system.
Okay. All right.
I'm starting to get emails addressed to Steel Buns.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Because of course you did. Because you're Russell.
Because I'm Russell.
Okay. Chris says paprika on top of the eggs. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Like, I would love to know who came up with the deviled egg. It's got to have been France. It's got to have been someone in France.
Can we take a moment and appreciate how many different ways you can cook eggs, and in how many different things you can put eggs? Like, there is a million.
Yeah, they're a staple. They're an absolute staple.
Like, phenomenal. Yeah. But yeah, I love deviled eggs.
I do too. I think I don't tend to make them because I feel that it's kind of a drag to make them. But then every now and again I do make them and I love them and I'm like, I should make these more often. And then I don't because it's a drag. And then I do it again. And I'm like, I should make these more often. It's like this every 2 years I make deviled eggs. I'm like, how come I don't do this more?
Yeah.
Mark says public radio in the States had music from the heart of space. Yeah, that's what I was kind of making fun of.
Honestly, you can. There's the cheap and easy way to do deviled eggs is just to do like egg salad. Throw everything in, and then make it into a sandwich.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Peanut Trucker knows all about it. Delilah.
And by scrambled eggs, I mean you crush up the boiled egg and throw in a bunch of mayo.
Yeah, absolutely. So Chris had a good birthday. He had carrot cake roll. He had much food. He was treated like a king, and he was home for the weekend. I think that sounds like a birthday I would call a win. I asked earlier if anyone else is born in May, but I don't think anyone knows. Russell, your birthday was
July. Yep.
So last year.
Birthdays to me are just another way of reminding me how fucking old I am.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Sorry, I should have said tabernacle.
I would have been happier if you'd said tabernacle, but I'm not going to give 2 shifts tonight because it's the birthday live stream. Yes, Destiny, I do believe that Sean in Alaska is a May baby. Shawnee, my son's birthday is this weekend, and the theme is dinosaurs again. You know, for the record, Shawnee, I still really love dinosaurs.
Sorry.
I love dinosaurs.
I was gonna say, like, remember that this was a while ago. This was probably 2 decades ago when that movie came out with the baby dinosaurs, and then there was like 10 follow-ups.
Oh, the animated? You mean Land Before Time?
Yeah, that's it.
You mean the classic? The classic film?
Yes, classic.
That everybody must love. You know, It's funny because Cody and I watched that film many a time, and my wife could not handle it because it moves too slowly. My wife is a millennial. I'm Gen X, so I'm not like I feel that there's a generational switch in how fast movies have to move. Like they would never get away with making that film today,
I totally feel it. There's and you can go to the far other extreme and like the much music thing. What do I want to say? No, maybe it's not much music, but when the video is changing so fast, you can't focus on what's happening, right?
Yeah, the music video cuts. Yeah,
slow down.
Yeah, music videos have completely changed the way we interact with screen entertainment. Ali G, by the way, hi, is asking you, what did your ATV need? Why was the bill so high?
I could go grab it and read it for you. There's a lot of brakes stuff, like all the pads had to be replaced, and I think the lines need to be replaced, and the whole system. And the braking system on an ATV is pressurized for some reason, so you can't just open it up and pour more brake fluid in.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird, but I don't think that's what the cost was. And then there's some other stuff, and something didn't get fixed, which is bothering me.
Something didn't get fixed.
Yeah, it pops out of gear when I'm coasting downhill. I'm not coasting, but I'm just driving downhill, and I'm not accelerating or anything. It just pops out of gear, which is dangerous because, I mean, I use engine brakes, right?
Yeah.
I'll put it on low on a steep hill, and the engine keeps me from going too fast. But if it pops out of gear, and
okay, so there's a lot of stuff, Ali. I understand how brake stuff can get expensive really fast, but you know what you just reminded me of? Okay, I have 2 mountain bikes. I have a Da Vinci cross country bike, hardtail, and I have a Cannondale sort of trail bike, softtail. And I swapped the brakes on them because I use the Da Vinci all the time, and I use the Cannondale almost never now. But so the brakes that I had on the Da Vinci and moved to the Cannondale were ball bearing disc brakes, and the brakes that I swapped the other way are hydraulic. So that means one of the bikes I can just sort of take home and like hang from the front wheel on the wall and have it like upright or upside down or whatever. And the other one I absolutely cannot, because mountain bikes with hydraulic brakes have to remain upright. Otherwise, you get air bubbles in the lines, and you could be bombing down a hill, and suddenly your brakes no longer work. Kind of wish I'd thought of that before buying those brakes. Long's Quest asks, Skip asks, did you fix the leak in your tote?
No, I have not fixed it yet, Skip, but I do have the I bought JB Weld to fix it.
I have some JB Weld too.
Yeah. I'm hoping
good
that
stuff.
works. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been so busy doing nothing. Man, it really takes up all your time.
Shawnee says Land Before Time is great stuff, and I agree. Shawnee knows.
Oh yeah, so my question though was, who was talking about that? Oh, Shawnee. So is that part of your son's themed birthday? You know, stuff like that, or is there something more recent, current dinosaur thing, or is it like real like dinosaurs that he's into, not just stupid?
Why do you have to choose? Dinosaurs, man.
No,
I even love dinosaur Transformers. But back in the 80s when the Dinobots came on the scene, I ran out and bought Slag immediately.
Oh, the Dinobots. Wow, that segued.
Man.
Soon you're going to start talking about that dang thing that got stolen.
Jetfire. Still pisses me off. I keep looking him up. He popped up on Facebook Messenger today for $200, and I almost jumped in the car. Country Boy says,
like in the box, brand new.
No. Wolf, no. I would have to sell a kidney for an in the box one, and I mean that's not what I want it for, you know.
Replace a kidney.
Yeah. Scott says egg salad sandwich with a bowl of split pea and ham soup is your favorite comfort food. That sounds amazing. Yeah, peanut truckers, egg salad sandwiches are the bomb. I absolutely agree.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Look at this, Destiny. Our local caterer says that the egg salad sandwiches always get eaten first on a variety sandwich tray. Yeah, because people know what's good.
My only problem generally with egg salad sandwiches, not the ones that I make, obviously, but like if I'm buying an egg salad sandwiches, they always put in stuff like green onions or chives or something.
I don't have a problem. I would prefer chives to green onions, but I don't really have a problem with that, provided it's not too much. You know, I like a lot of variety in my foods and my damn food.
Last time I was in the hospital for whatever reasons, and I was there for a long time, and they're like, have you been, finally a nurse came along and said, have you been fed? And I'm like, no, I'm starving. And she says, well, we got sandwiches, we got egg salad, and we got something else. And I'm like, what's in the egg salad? Is there anything weird? And she's like, nope, just egg salad. I'm like, yeah.
I'll take 4.
Really? I was like,
yeah.
And there's nothing else. It was just 2 pieces of bread with crushed up egg in the middle.
That sounds amazing.
Well,
Sam, by the way, agrees that they are in fact the bomb. Oh, Shawnee says he doesn't know any Jurassic Park references. So yes, Land Before Time introduced him, but he loves all facts about real dinosaurs. Theme is a mix of cartoons and real and rockets. I will tell you something about Jurassic Park.
If you don't have a T-Rex riding a rocket,
then do you even dinosaur, dude?
Do you even dinosaur?
When that film came out, that film used
the even dinosaur dude.
Even dinosaur dude. Oh, is that a quotable quote? When that film came out, it used 2 big softwares that are still made here in Montreal. And I used to work at a company down the street from where both of them were headquartered. And I tell you something, if you went to like on Saint Laurent Street, some of the local sandwich places at lunchtime, the place would be full of people who worked at Soft Image and people who worked at Discrete Logic. Discrete Logic moved, and they've both been bought. You know, I think they're both owned by Autodesk now. But like those 2 softwares made that movie possible. And I do not remember since Star Wars the impact of a scene on me sitting in the theater as when they came out of the car or something, and like there was this scene of like this field with all these dinosaurs moving.
Sit up, Widow.
And
Go ahead, Jumbo.
was that Willow coughing?
No, Jumbo's trying to get up on the chair. Go on, Jumbo. Come on, up.
So yeah, Jurassic Park is a big movie for me because when that scene happened, I almost felt tears coming on. But like, I still love dinosaurs because look, at the end of the day,
Come on, up.
Whenever someone is sort of like, really, you still love Transformers, or what do you mean you're all about Lego or whatever? It's like, you have to understand something. And this is not 100% true, but it's generally true in my non-scientific experience. Men don't grow up; we just grow old. So like, I'll probably love dinosaurs when I'm 70, provided I get that far. And because dinosaurs are cool, dude. They turned into birds. They didn't all die. They turned into birds. And if you look at a bird, and you can see in their feet that they used to be dinosaurs, and you think, what happened to you, dude?
They learned how to fly. Are you kidding?
Fair enough. So anyways, Christy loves egg salad sandwiches. Yep. I think you're in the majority here. Destiny's going all in, man. Eggs Benedict, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, hard or soft omelet, deviled eggs, sunny side up. She'll take it. Oh, geez, she just keeps on going. Baked eggs, souffles, quiche, frittatas. That needs like a backing band.
I
think. Benedict, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, hard or soft omelet, deviled eggs, sunny side up, baked eggs, souffles, quiche, frittatas. Okay, now we need to finish it. But I'm not smart enough. Country Boy paid under $2,000 for new calipers and parads. Okay, fair enough. And e-brake cables on your truck. And that also included an install of an AC compressor. Well, okay. Did you do the work yourself, though? Because I did my own brake job on my Camry back when I still had the Camry. That saved massive money. I did have to learn on the job how to install brakes, though. Hey, look who's here. How's it going, Jim?
That's one of those jobs that you can't give up halfway through.
No, you sure can't. So you need to have someone around who knows what he's doing. It's 9:59. So Destiny says hi to Jim. Christy says the best egg salad is on a fresh croissant. Yeah, I could see that. I like most of my Sammys to be on like a real sort of coarse country. What do you call it? Peasant bread?
I'm just normal, like 14 grain bread, and
I'll take
sometimes I'll take some thick sliced ham in there and some cheese and some tomato if I want to make it into a big sandwich.
Sounds amazing. Oh my God, Destiny. Poached eggs, fried eggs, raw eggs, yuck.
You know what else is good in egg salad? You take some we have I have bread and butter pickles, the big long slices of pickles, and chop those up and put that in egg salad as well. Gives it a nice little tangy.
Yeah. Traditionally, eggs, bread and butter pickles are cut on the not lengthwise, but widthwise. But I've seen them both ways. I think the bread and butter has more to do with what's in the brine.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, so now I love dinosaurs, egg salad sandwiches. What? Hey, look who's here. How's it going, Marcel? We're talking food and dinosaurs and stuff. Country Boy says that was a mechanic and I thought it was a ripoff. Oh, Chris made homemade bread this weekend. No egg salad, but we made grilled cheese with it. I would love to make bread. I don't have it. Yes, I did say I would love to make bread. Okay. Like I don't have a bread maker or anything, but I'd like to do it like the old-fashioned way anyway, make the dough, fold it, let it rise, punch it down. Falcon punch it, anime style. Wow. Huge explosion. Throw it in the oven.
Buddha's fist descending from heaven. Or
Yeah.
no, Buddha's palm descending from heaven. Anybody get that reference? Probably not.
No. But Marcel says, sounds like everybody's got the munchies tonight. And that's why you're here, because you're going to make something delicious and you're going to mail it to all of us. Oh. Grace likes sweet pickle relish and egg salad. Everyone's saying hi to Marcel, so we're going to skip down a bit. Grace says, ad. Well, it was 10:01, yeah. Timmy's ad. For damn sakes. I bet the Americans didn't get a Timmy's ad. Self did not get an ad.
I have premium, so I don't get ads, but that means YouTube creators should get a bit of money from me, except that I'm not watching you on YouTube. Sorry, Jess.
Oh, you're watching me on StreamYard, of course. So I'm watching myself on YouTube.
No money from me.
Saddest thing ever.
You're getting money from yourself.
Peanut Trucker says, I will send you the recipe. It's easy, and you can do it in a loaf pan or a Dutch oven. I still want a bush, like a camping Dutch oven, and I want to do a video of making a big honking loaf of bread in it, like a la Ray Mears.
I should do that.
Slanja.
Peanuts. Take me to the horses.
But yeah, Peanut Trucker, I'll take that recipe. That recipe.
Bread is good.
I love bread. Yeah, he knows where it's at, man. There's nothing better than warm bread out of the oven. I think you are a genius.
I do bread, but I do it in the bread maker. I'm sure it's not the same.
I do not have a bread maker, so I have nothing to... My sister makes bread in a bread maker. It's pretty good. You know, it's better than, Kleenex bread, but, I mean...
It's not bad. It'll do. I mean, if I was trying to save money, that's how I do it.
That'll do, pig. What's that from? Is that from Babe?
Yeah. That'll do.
That'll do. I used to have a bread maker. Use it all the time. What happened to your bread maker?
Yeah.
What happened?
Is that your husband?
Ooh.
Malo.
Malo à la ferme. Allô, Malo.
It's no longer la ferme.
No longer à la ferme. Actually,
what's wilderness in French?
I'm trying to remember. Did Malo? Did you change the name of your French channel as well? Because that looks like a new icon, but it just says Malo underneath.
Oops.
Yeah. Country Boy Trapped in the City says,
How the hell did I get rid of that? Sorry.
Put the Dutch oven on your Amazon wish list, Jess. Someone might buy it for you. I should probably put it on there anyway, because that's how I keep track of that. That's like my shopping list. Like what I do is I put everything on there that I kind of want, and then as I buy this stuff, I just check it off. Like I buy it from my wish list, because I keep forgetting otherwise. I just keep forgetting. Oh my God, I have so many Jetfires on my Amazon wish list. I mean, in like my pick up where you left off, not my wish list. Not my wish list. I don't know where the wish lists are. I just don't know where. Oh yeah, okay. I have Bush and YouTube stuff. I have bar stuff. Do I have a Dutch oven in my? Oh, the sharpening stones I wanted to buy are no longer done. Okay, so I'll take that off.
How much is a Dutch oven? I mean,
they're not that expensive. It's the biggest thing is that I don't know if I have room for them. I mean, look, if you're gonna get like the Staub or Le Creuset or something, yeah, that's gonna be expensive. But like my tastes are very simple, right? Like super simple. The ones that I've looked at and thought I could do that are like $80 kind of thing. Because okay, here's one that is perfect for camping, except that those feet seem a little small. And except I can't copy anything. Like this is the style. Wow, that's not going to let me post that. except it looks like it did.
Oh
So
my
this,
God, Jess! Look what you did
yeah,
in chat.
that was. Oh no, it totally broke up. I'm gonna take that out. Delete comment.
Anybody clicking on that?
No,
Anybody pasting that
don't
together?
even bother. I'm trying to delete the comment, but it's not deleting.
Worst.
That was the most garbage delicious. Hold on, maybe I have to
it up.
get rid of it in. I'm gonna get this. Forgot.
Uno cast.
Okay, hold on. I'll just go back.
When I get back, I'll show you the one that we bought.
Oh, Marcel, you gave it to your little brother. Okay. Oh, Peanut Trucker said, Chris says they don't buy bread. The only way you have it is homemade. That is amazing, especially in the 21st century. I love that. Oh, Mallow is back with her English channel. Mallow, I am currently drinking a peated blended malt. This is the Compass Box, the Peat Monster. Chris, the Peanut Trucker, is having sugar-free root beer. Jim says there's a Land Cruiser on your wish list. They're going to start selling the Land Cruiser in Canada again, which is nice. I'm trying to delete my damn comments, but it's not happening. Sales is drinking spiced rum. Destiny's having a San Pellegrino on the rocks. Sales says it's rare that Jesse's... Oh, yeah, it's because I forgot that... you can't just sort of copy the URL of something in Amazon. You have to sort of use the little share button. Except that the share button didn't work. Come on, stupid. We don't say stupid. We say frickin' retarded. Oh, come on, that's not nice, Jess. So like this is the way Amazon links should be shared. I mean, I'm not saying that this is the one I would like buy if I had the money right now. I'm just saying this is kind of the style that I'm looking at, right? It's got sort of the concave top so that you can put coals on top. Like if you're baking bread, Chris has probably baked bread this way because he's like suddenly more than just a channel here. I mean, the guy makes all of their bread, for God's sakes. But like, you know, you can put coals on top. The little feet, I don't love. Ray Mears cuts them off of his. Oh, there it is.
Well, this is the one that we bought. This is probably
that's
the same
actually,
one you're looking at.
I like that one better. It's like $5 cheaper than the one I showed, and that's nicer.
Yeah. I don't actually like the feet. I want to cut the feet off.
Yeah. Ray Mears cuts the feet off of his all the time.
Oh, really?
He says they've broken off in transit too often.
Oh, what? I was like, I just want to be able to put it right on top of my wood stove without the feet on it. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. But like, because he has to transport all this stuff all over the world, right? The thing is, the feet are for if you've got it, if you want to sit it in the fire, right? I mean, I see the logic, but I would probably hang it. Well,
I would hang it because here's the thing about pots and fires is very quickly they get covered with the black sticky residue from the soot and stuff, and they become a real mess. I mean, it's still going to happen if you hang it, but it's going to be less of a pain.
Yeah. Peanut Trucker sent me the one he has that you cook with over an open fire, and you can put coals on it. So he knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just show. Oh, okay. He's got a Lodge. $76. Now that's $76 US.
Hold on.
You did that wrong.
Yeah.
So that's $76 US. So it's probably the same price as the one that I'm showing for $91.99.
It looks similar, yeah.
Yeah. But this one looks more like Russell's, and I do like both of those more than the one I showed. Very nice. Very nice. I gonna get one at some point, and then I'm gonna make bread in it, and I'm gonna make stew in it.
Stew.
Oh, stew? Hells yeah.
Disco Stew doesn't advertise.
I'm gonna make that episode. I'm gonna make a stew in a pot in a. He says it's an 8-quart. I don't know what quarts are. Oh, aren't quarts like they're essentially liters? So it's an 8-liter. How big is yours, Russell? Your pot, your Dutch oven.
4 quarts.
4. So that's a 4-liter. I kind of feel that for me, like camping, because I camp with kids or myself.
Pretty close.
I think that 4-quart, 4 or 6 might be more my style. 8 sounds like I'm cooking for a platoon.
Yeah. 4 is pretty big. Want me to go grab it?
Yeah, because I'm interested in that size, because I'm just thinking, like, if I'm camping alone, why am I going to make 8 liters of stew?
Whoops! Oh my god! I just dropped my memories.
You dropped your memories?
Yeah, I don't know what it was doing in there.
What the heck is that?
It's
a photo album.
My mom put this together seriously, I just turned this to a random page. This is me. I'm not sure what I was doing. Hang gliding, skiing, rock climbing, ice climbing. Yeah, my mom put right from... Oh, no, sorry. This is... Actually, City Girl put this together.
Don't drop the memories.
My mom put together a different album, which is kind of cool. Yeah. That I think I showed you one time.
I think you're right about that. Whoops. Christy says to make a nice Irish stew, which I could definitely do, and homemade bread. Yeah. Well, forest-made bread.
Oh, I kind of got it.
Yeah, you see, if I'm camping solo, that's the size I want.
I wouldn't take anything bigger than this camping. Like this is pretty big. Like I can't see anything yet.
No, I can. That's a good size. But like, you know, even if I was coming out to see you, even if I am coming out to see you, say, you know, the end of September, beginning of October, and I had one of those, I wouldn't be able to bring it because I'm taking the train, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't bring this.
No.
This is a, I don't know, is it a car camping thing?
Yeah, I think it is car camp, or like if you've got a canoe, you can throw it in the middle next to your power station.
This sucker's heavy. This is like, what is that? 12 pounds? I don't
know what a pound is.
5 kilograms.
5 kilos. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty hefty. Ian says camping alone with the dog this weekend. First thing packed was a steak. Okay, so Long's Quest, Skip says he has the 12-inch and the 8-inch Lodge Camp Dutch oven. So would the 8-inch be this 4-quart size? Like, do you know how many inches across that one of yours is? That kind of looks like it's a 9 or an 8 or some damn thing. Maybe even a 6. But
on the website?
The only reason I know what inches are is because of bushcraft knives.
You know what gets me today? You know what really grinds my gears?
What?
I was trying to buy fish today, salmon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a sale thing right on the front that said, you know, fish is $3.50 a pound cheaper than it was.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. And I look at the package. The package is in kilograms. So I got to do some conversion. Sorry, you wanted to know what the opening of the...
Yeah, what it is across. Yeah.
Inside?
Hey, tell you something. I didn't know that Lodge did enameled. I didn't know they did enameled cast iron.
9 1/4.
There's a Lodge Dolly Parton collection. Of course, there's a Boy Scout collection, but holy crap. So what did you say it was?
9 1/4.
9 1/4. Because I'm at the lodge site now. These are all American prices. Shall we show this? Am I boring the crap out of the viewers here? I'm going to show this very, very quickly. What are you trying to hypnotize me?
6 foot measuring tape. Wonderful thing. Always keep it handy because I'm always looking for my big ones. I keep this one on my desk because I'm always like,
I can always find my. Shut up, Jesse.
Buy that.
That little guy there, little Stanley Fat Man. So this comes in a 2-quart, which is definitely too small. So that's a 2 liter, give or take. Apparently, Peanut Trucker says that 8 quarts is 7.57 liters. So I'm just going to say 2 quart is about 2 liters. There's a 4 quart, and that's one you said you have, right? Well, that's essentially the same size. 5.
Oh, 5 quart might be okay too. Yeah.
5 might be good. Like if I'm cooking for me, maybe the missus and 2 kids. But like once you get to the 6 quart, that starts getting bigger, right? But like, see, they know what they're doing. 8 quart. I believe the Dutch oven I have now is an 8 quart, but the Dutch oven I have now, if I took to the woods and threw over a fire, I would end up dead.
Look, click on the 4 quart again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't tell from these pictures. I mean, that looks bigger than the 8 quart picture.
But I think it doesn't because no, I think you're right. 10 quart. What the hell would you do? Well, you'd do that.
The 10 quart picture looks like the smallest one of all.
Well, it's because it's wide, but not as tall, right? Because they're
I know.
They got griddles. They got recipes. I'm gonna buy some large recipes. Many, many things, but yeah. So I mean, I think a camping Dutch oven is in my future. Absolutely.
That night is young.
I'm in the middle of throwing $3,000 at a clinic for my daughter, so I'm not buying anything this year. Where are we? Oh, for Lance, yeah. Little Fish says I can borrow Russell's when I get there. Actually, that's true. I can just Russell. I'm taking this.
If it works out this year, then you can absolutely use it.
Yeah. I would love it to work out this year.
I know. Me too.
Mallory's recovering from second knee replacement. Yikes. So that's both knees now?
Grace is recovering from second knee replacement.
Yes. Oh, no, sorry, but Mallory was talking to Grace. I'm too tired, guys. I've had a long day. So I think I told you guys that my doctor, before he retired 6 years ago, told me that I had sort of a degenerative arthritis, which is why I can only play one Boron song and maybe 2 in a row before my hand starts to kind of go on me. And my right knee is really, really giving me a lot of trouble. Over the past 3 months, it's been developing. And so I'm like, oh, God, why is this happening? So, I mean, hearing about knee stuff sort of piques my interest, Grace.
So, Grace, what kind of knee did you get? Like, was it a prison inmate? Was it somebody on death row? Does it talk to you?
I think they make them out of titanium, Russell.
Does it talk to you and whispers weird things to you? Like,
speaking of weird things, what? Anyways, I'm going
to go to your fridge, open it, take all your eggs out and crack them into a glass.
And make deviled eggs.
He was a chef. He's on death row because he killed somebody, but he was a chef. Ooh, I love this new knee.
Yeah, I remember that picture, Chris. That was a great picture.
Look at a second knee. Can I get like an artist knee?
Can you throw a hip in while you're at it? We shouldn't be making fun. Come on, man. Grace just got her knees replaced. That's not laughing matter. We're
that's the best time to laugh about stuff.
We're a couple of brats. Probably 2 more months of PT. I think that's physiotherapy, or what does an Americans call physio?
Physiotherapy is what it is.
They don't say physio. Everyone in the Commonwealth says physiotherapy, and then the Americans have to be unique. It's something that it's almost the same. Anyways, whatever. 6 to 9 months before I'm fully recovered. At least that's how it was with the other replacement. Yeah. Different knees and a back surgery thrown in for good measure. Crumbs.
Oh, who's back?
Jeez.
Oh, it doesn't say
Hey,
replacement.
who is back? David's back.
David.
David, who is a channel hero and a channel mod. So everybody, please be respectful. How's it going,
Hey,
David? How you doing? Best live stream ever. All my friends are here. We're having a great time. We're drinking sugar-free root beer and whiskey and all things in between. What are you having, Russell?
Something in this glass and something in this can.
Is that the Grants?
Yeah. No, it's not Grant's. It's
not
you
Grants.
always do this to me.
I know. The Gibson, because a Gibson's is generally way better than Grant's. But it's because you had Grant's one time. Like you bought the red label and then you switched to Grant's.
Yeah.
And then you kicked it up a notch by going for the Gibson's finest.
And saving money.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the Americans are chiming in. They know exactly what I'm talking about. In the States, it's called physical therapy. And I believe in the Philippines, it's called physical therapy. And everywhere else, it's called physio. Everywhere else, English speaking, it's physio.
See, I've never been to the Philippines, so I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. I just wouldn't know. Oh, my lad. Look who's here.
Dennis.
I hear there was some argumentation happening on your stream tonight.
It was hanging food. Was it?
Is that what it was? Is that what they were arguing about?
It was. Well, the title was interesting. You want to hang or something?
So yeah, Chris is just sending me more pictures of their cat. Chris and his wife Jennifer have an amazing cast iron collection, and apparently both enameled and not. I have a real thing for enameled cookware. That sounds like the worst thing for an alpha bushcraft male like myself to say, but I do, man. I love enameled cookware. I love cast iron. I love being in the kitchen. I love to cook. I'm terrible at baking, so I tend not to do it. But yeah, so that's all Lodge, eh? You're like totally into the Lodge thing. I have one Lodge cast iron. It's one of those pans with the ridges in the bottom. That's fine. But I do have one vintage cast iron pan, and I will tell you something, and you can take this to the bank. Vintage over anything modern any day of the week, and I mean even over Lodge and whatever that gorgeous Swedish brand is called. There's a place here that sells it, but it costs the moon. Beautiful, but I would take a 1960s era pan over anything new. But for affordability's sake, I will buy Lodge for sure. But I also have some Chinese cast iron that it's been doing well. I mean, you have to keep it seasoned, but
I'm sorry. I have cast iron things that just don't work for me. I'm a non-stick guy.
I hate non-stick. I like carbon steel, which can be really non-stick if you do it right. Hold on a second. Everyone's just saying hi to Dennis. Oh, my land. And look who else is here. How's it going, Dave? What's up, all?
How's
because
the weather
it's
up there, Dave?
Yeah, how is the weather up there? Hey, I'll tell you something.
Go ahead.
As always happens with gorgeous celestial events, Montreal was clouded out of the recent Northern Lights, but I imagine that it was amazing up where you live, Dave. I'm just going out on a limb. Did you get some photos? Did you stare at it in blissed out gosh wow? You probably don't. I mean, I wonder if people who live up north just sort of get blasé about the Northern Lights the way us down south just don't. And I realize that I'm saying us down south on a live stream that have people from Arizona in the side chat. But I mean, in a Canadian context, I'm pretty far south.
Well, Jesus, Pam Bergman said she saw them in Georgia, didn't she?
Yeah, it was apparently visible.
And we just missed it because we were watching a movie. It was stupid.
Are you kidding me? That's the worst.
Oh, I know. Somebody mentioned it, and I'm like, yeah. And then we were sitting here watching movies and totally forgot.
I kept popping out, and I was like, I'm not going to see a thing. It's going to rain in 30 seconds, and it's I'm like, oh. The reason I was so excited about the eclipse is because literally we get clouded out of everything in this town, and we didn't, and I got to share that moment with my kids, and I will never get to share that kind of moment with them again, because when the next one comes to this town, I don't stand a chance in hell of being here for it, you know? So it was a big thing for me, and I was like, I don't believe we're not getting clouded out of this, because it looked like it was starting to cloud up earlier in the day, and I was like, of course it is. Of course it is. So that was a big thing for me, because what happened for the Northern Lights was what happens all the time. Oh, there's a meteor shower? I don't care. It's going to be shitty and rainy. And it's shitty and rainy.
That's just Montreal for you.
It's because we're all dark and French here. Canoe Hand, Dennis says, no real art. No art. Blah. Okay. One more time.
Want me to read it?
No, I got it. No arguments. Just great conversation and education. Like, I'm not even drunk or anything. I'm just really tired. So I'm going to remove that. Stop screen. Mal is praying for Grace to be back outside to do what she loves with minimal pain. Yeah, but knee surgery can take a long time to come back from.
Does praying work? Because if praying works, I will totally start doing that.
Praying? But like thoughts and prayers?
And vibes.
Yeah. Vibes, yeah, sure. Thoughts, prayers, vibes, they all work.
Wait, can I send them to myself, or does it work like that?
People pray for themselves all the time. Dear God, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I was about to go into a song that's going to age me, so never mind.
I'm pretty old.
Jennifer. I know, and I have an arthritis in the knee, so I'm getting old. So depressing. Might as well go for a soda. Nobody cries. Jennifer says, nothing's better than my cast iron. I agree. I love cast iron. I don't like trying to pack it on like a hike, but I do love me some cast iron.
We have to say goodnight to Serge.
Oh, Serge is out? All right, good night, Serge. Serge, you got to come to, town so that we can hit the woods at one point soon. Hit up that place we went to back in the day. I miss that place, and I miss having you around. It sucks that you live so far away, although it's great for you because that's a great situation you're in, so I can't really be too depressed about it. So how late am I? Oh yeah, Canoe Hound. Yeah, that's the best way for your cast iron to be nonstick. Absolutely, frequent use. Boom. That's the way you do it. And you have Griswold from the 1800s passed down. My dad has a cast iron pan that I am absolutely hoping is mine in his will.
Will you die already? I need that cast iron.
I know I didn't say I need it now, but I really hope he knows who to leave that to.
My mother-in-law, I know I said this before, my mother-in-law had this roti pan, which is just a handle and a flat pan, right? There's no sides on it or anything, just
a roti.
Which was perfect. She used to do roti on it, but it disappeared over the years when she moved. Like, damn it.
Yeah, it's funny because I've moved around a lot, and at some point my self-worth kind of disappeared, so I understand that completely.
Your self-worth?
Where is it? Marcel says, I use both nonstick and cast iron, depends on what I'm making. I don't use nonstick, or like I don't use Teflon, right? I said, like, to me, like a cast iron, well, okay, yes, but a carbon steel pan can be nonstick really easily, because the thing is, even with nonstick, people are adding oil anyway, so but yeah, I've totally de-Teflon the house. Oh, but then we got this fabulous air fryer, and that's a nonstick interior, so I'm like, oh, but I love my air fryer. So I'm gonna maybe get the. You can get those. It kind of looks like a weird coffee filter, like these paper things that you put in. But I also
Why
think,
would you?
look, we don't use Teflon in anything else, so I don't use the
What's your
air
problem
fryer
with?
very often.
I don't think all nonstick is Teflon, but what is your problem with it anyway?
It's Satan's metalware, okay?
Well, no, practically, what are you talking about? Like what?
Oh, just it doesn't last, right? Once the Teflon coating starts disappearing after a while, and those particles are going into your food. You can't use a metal utensil in it for the same reason. And at the end of the day, I mean, I don't need a nonstick coating because if I'm using stainless, which I hate, but I do use sometimes, I just get it screaming hot, until you put droplets of water in and they skitter across, and then you drop the temperature a little bit, and then you cook your stuff. Your chicken or whatever gets a crust on it, so you can flip it easily. Like, there's no practical reason why I absolutely need nonstick. I used to use nonstick all the time, but I threw a lot more effort into setting my pan up good. Setting my pan up good? Is that grammatically correct?
See, and you talk about how you care for your cast iron, but I'm the same with my nonstick. This is the only thing I use in my nonstick, and my nonstick pans and pots last forever.
Yeah.
And City Girl's the same way. She knows this is the only thing we use. So there you go. This is the way to go. Of course you use anything metal. Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah.
We do have some plastic spoons and lifters we use from time to time, but 99% of the time it's just this guy.
Just that guy there.
Yeah.
Is that like an IKEA? I have no idea what those are called, but in French we call it a lèche-frite.
So it's a rubber spatula. This one's by Betty Crocker.
Betty Crocker. Good old Betty.
And they're cheap. You can buy these in the dollar store.
Nice.
There's another one I got to show you too.
I'm just sort of trying to catch up with the Chitty chat. Mal is asking Dave, is hot tent season over? I legit almost was going to build a yurt to live in, but I opted for a cabin build instead. I'm pretty sure. Oh, David tells me to check my text messages. I'm pretty sure that hot tent season is over at this point, even up north.
That's funny because I kind of gave her a lot of shit about wanting to do a yurt, and she kept pushing back, and I guess she talked to somebody else who said to her, "Don't do a yurt," but that person's advice was sacred or something very special.
Look at that! Look at the picture David took.
Nice.
I'm so angry that I missed that.
Tell me about it. Anyway, take a quick look at these. Very similar.
I have the exact same ones.
Do you?
Yep.
These
Did they come in a packet of two? Red and black?
Yeah, they came in a packet of two. Anyway, I love these. They're not quite as, but it's the same kind of rubber.
Yeah.
They're just not bendy. Well, of course, because otherwise they wouldn't work like this. I love these things. Great for doing bacon or even French toast or whatever, burgers.
Last week I blew the black ones apart somehow. Dave says, weather been good, mid-teens. Nice. Unfortunately, no northern lights this time of year. We have about 18 to 20 hours of daylight, so it's not dark enough to see them. So when that massive solar storm created this light display from the heavens, you missed it. Shite. Oop. I mean, shift. Mallory says that, of course, you can pray for yourself, Steel Buns. That tells me how late we are in the side chat.
Steel Buns.
We are a solid 7 minutes late, which is so much better than I usually am. Thing is, who doesn't pray for Steel Buns? I like how Grace sort of went. She did an end run around the logic there, but yeah. Jim says, I have a 12-inch rounded top, not true Dutch oven. Last time I used it was in a YouTube video eating duck and Great Northern beans. Yeah, the one that we have right now is the rounded top as well. That one's only good for kitchen use. You can't use that outdoors because you can't put coals on top. We have to stop talking about this because I'm getting like this yearning like you guys would not believe.
Just buy one. Just buy it. Just do it, Jess.
I'm not talking about the Dutch oven. I'm talking about the smell of starting a fire with cedar, because when cedar is burning, it smells good enough to eat, man.
We'll do that instead. Yeah.
And getting the
Have you
wood
got a
on the
wastebasket?
fire.
Have you got a metal wastebasket there? Come
Yeah.
on, Jess. Let's do it. You got some cedar?
I have 2 cedars in my backyard, I'll have you know, and they both have to come out. So, oh no, everyone got an ad again, like 7
Ding, ding,
minutes
ding.
ago. It was a quick melt this spring. All is taking down and packing up till next winter. Yurts are nice, but a stick-built cabin is the way to go for the long run. Yeah, I don't think anyone puts up a yurt as their generational country home. That's for sure.
Dave, I said exactly the same.
Okay, Jennifer says my air fryer has mesh trays, no nonstick. Jennifer, will it allow Jennifer to put a link or something in the side chat, or does it block links?
No, she's gone.
Oh, she's gone. I'm late.
Yeah, she left this passive aggressive message, and then
Malo said, I figured it was a weird winter up there. My brother in Kenai, I think it's Kenai, Alaska, said 7 days the snow was gone. So yes, stick frame cabin for the win. Can't wait.
you pushed back so hard on me. Mellow.
Oh, okay, yeah, Jennifer is gone. That's too bad, because I wanted to know what that air fryer was. Off-grid recon in the house.
Hey,
Bacon. Yep. That's an excellent way to enter the conversation. Off-grid recon. It's like setting the tone right now.
You're trying to find your new squad. Yeah. You're trying to find your new squad, so you walk up and like bacon. And like, oh, common ground, yeah.
Like fucking bacon. Jesse's head snaps around like a fat kid at the sound of a dropping Smartie.
Except when the squad comes back and like crispy or floppy. You're like, oh shit.
Well, now what? Crispy. Apparently in Oregon, they had good northern lights. Love it.
God, this is the best place to watch northern lights too. We got this huge northern view.
Yeah.
Like this, you can't even see.
I can well imagine. You got big sky. If you're standing at the pond, you got some big sky happening there. So
and no light pollution. Damn it.
Yeah, we have a dark sky zone here in town, which is crazy, but I love it there. Turn the lights off in the car, and suddenly it's like, okay, is that how it's going to be? When I was doing stargazing on this one, I had created, I used a small piece of red Mylar and created a red light filter on this so that I could light my way around without ruining my night vision, so that I could use that stupidly expensive telescope that I haven't used since. That's another thing I got to pick up. I got to get a new battery pack for my telescope, because my battery pack has been dead for so long that I can no longer charge the battery in it. And the battery in it is expensive enough that I may as well just buy the new damn battery pack. Way to go, Celestron. Way to go. Everyone's saying good night to Peanut Trucker's wife. Peanut Trucker saying to light up the the garbage can. If I burn down the house, I will be single so fast, you guys. Mal is saying, a girl in my eco village is building one for her home. I can't wait to see how she does. Is that a little judgment there? Is that a little shade, or did you
that hoe?
That hoe.
Only hoes would build yurts.
Only hoes would hang a red flag out there. Okay, it's a Pampered Chef air fryer. I mean, I'm not going to replace my air fryer. First of all, my wife bought me my air fryer after a couple of years of saying I couldn't have one. So that air fryer is worth its weight in gold to me.
Oh, hey.
But Mark Davidson's out. Oh, did you click that or did I?
I clicked that. I didn't even know he was here. Hey, Mark. Good night, Mark.
Good night, Mark. Have yourself a good night. I'm only like 3 minutes late, so maybe he heard me. I hope he heard me.
By the way, if anybody suspects they are late in the video, because sometimes, like if there's a bit of lag, you can fall behind. The video can fall behind, and you can. This on PC, I know you can do this. You can click on the settings and then go to playback speed and click like 1.25 or 1.5, and it'll speed up until you're caught up again. Yeah, I think you can do the same thing on mobile.
Yes, you can.
Anyway,
I don't remember how to do it. Christy is with me. Crispy for the win.
Christy's here.
Christy's here. Well,
When
no,
did she
she's
get
in
here?
Arizona, but she's here in spirit.
Did I get vibes from Crispy? I don't know.
You gotta get the vibes. Went out late night to a mountaintop about an hour from me. Great pics. Amazing. That sounds fabulous. Fabulous.
You.
Fabulous.
So fabulous.
Russ, I did push back quite a bit, but then after calculating, you were right. It wasn't as expensive as I thought. It would have been a very poor financial decision to do the yurt. I don't have a problem with the yurt the way Russell does, because Russell is Russell and I am me. But I do see the yurt as being a temporary solution, but that's a funking expensive. Here's the problem. When I'm not on screen, I am a potty mouth. Okay, I swear, like you guys would not believe. I'm always getting shat on for. I'm always getting spoken to for swearing around my kids. When my 5-year-old was 3 and was dropping an F-bomb while bouncing up and down on the bed, the wife looked at me in askance, shall we say? So, anyways, back to so every now and again, I kind of have to. I sort of stop halfway through a word. Anyway, whatever. If a yurt was a lot less expensive, like if it was temporary shelter money, I could see it as being a good stand-in. Like when Sean in Alaska was building his home, he stayed in a trailer. It's a perfectly legit choice, right? But when the house, the cabin was built, or it's not finished yet, but it looks really good, he got rid of the trailer. And I would see like a yurt as being that kind of choice. You want to live on the land while you're building your stick cabin. That's where I see a yurt being good. Or say you want to live out your fantasies of being a Mongol on the steppe. Yeah, right. But I feel that they're at this point, because I looked into a yurt at one point, because I was like, I would like to buy a piece of land and have a place to, like a pied à terre, peut-être. Like a pied à terre, maybe. And it's shocking how much you can throw at a yurt, but you can't leave a yurt to your kids when you die.
The big problem there, Jess, is you're right. If a yurt was like that, but I mean it's not. I mean the kind of money that she was going to spend on a yurt is like prohibitive to anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas you could maybe spend a few $1,000s on an RV that has a bad engine, bad brakes, bad this and that, but is livable, and as long as you can get to the property and plunk it down, and you can live in it in a temporary shelter. But I mean. And then you can build your real home. But it's kind of like saying, I want to build a smaller home to live in until I can build a little bit better home.
Yeah, because you're essentially spending cabin money, right? Or like a large chunk of cabin money. And like if you're in Mal's position, she wants to spend the money on the cabin.
Yeah.
Right. So if you
by the way, sorry,
yes?
continue.
No, I'm not going to continue. You started.
Why do we always do that? Why does this always happen?
Because we're Canadians, so we're both like, no, but you go. No, it's okay, you go.
I'm
just gonna stare at my watch until you go.
I'm texting you lots of emojis right now.
Oh, don't you text me emojis. Stop texting me emojis. Do not text me emojis. I will be highly peeved.
No, I don't. You know what? I don't text emojis because I can't see that. They're too small. I don't understand what they are.
A couple of old guys trying to type emojis. What?
It's like
is Is that a happy face or is that a tongue?
Saxophone. Poop. More saxophone.
Here's a bass guitar. Dude, that's a canoe. Shut up. All right. Okay,
I don't
hold on.
remember what I was gonna say now.
Let's catch up with the chat. Oh my god, they just keep going. Like we keep going this way and they keep going that way. I'm gonna try to bring us back to beautiful unity here.
Well, you need to like next week interview Mallow and talk about her plans for her plays.
Thing is, I don't know if I'm gonna be on next week. That's why I'm doing the birthday live stream tonight, because I think next week is the 21st, right?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to live stream on my. I believe that there is likely no way I will be able to live stream on my birthday, so I may have to live stream on Wednesday, which is my birthday +1. Or maybe I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it later.
Just do it on Wednesday.
Destiny says to Mal, you went with the stick build. Tyler and Todd tried a structure very similar to a yurt, and it didn't work. Yeah, I remember. Man, they've tried a lot of things. It feels like I didn't watch all of their stuff, but I watched a few things. Love their energy, by the way. I really do. I think their videos are like soul food in many ways. And I remember seeing kind of a yurt-like thing, which I just thought was a yurt. Hold on. What's going on here?
Yurt-like thing, which is just like a yurt.
Well, I thought it was a yurt, but here it says structure very similar to a yurt. So I'm questioning myself, because I question myself all the time. So it's not really out of my way. Yeah, they also built sort of a geodesic sort of dome, which I don't think I would have done. Although I do love the idea of just no matter where you look, you can see the woods or the sky or whatever. But it looked like on a really sunny day that would get stank and hot. But I didn't watch any of the content in that dome.
It sounds like they're building stuff just for YouTube, but I've never watched their channel, so I wouldn't know. I mean, if you want to be practical,
I feel that you may not be wrong, but you may. I haven't watched enough of it. I've only watched like 8 of their videos, so I can't really pull that judgment out of my arse just yet, because that's where I pull most of my judgments from.
I will. I'll be your arse right now. I'll be your fill-in arse. Your substitute arse.
Behave.
Yeah, no, I'm your butt. I'm your butt. I'm your butt.
The thing is, like, the reason why I haven't watched very many of their videos is because I have a hard time keeping up with the videos that I need to keep up with. Like the people who are my channel members or my subs, I try to really sort of support them with my eyes, help their algorithm, even if I'm not commenting. But I don't always have time to watch a lot of stuff. Like, there's only so many dishes I can wash in a day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have the YouTubes on while I'm like washing the dishes or brushing my teeth or whatever, because so much of my time is taken up with other things. Russell, does City Girl have a camera system? Oh no, you guys have a condo now. Okay, never mind. Forget the question.
Where were you going with that?
I'm looking for a system, and I'm not sure what to do.
Oh, security system?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does have one.
She does have one in the condo.
Yeah, we can talk about it later if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Here's what Mal is saying. That's kind of what I wanted to do with the yurt, but it turns out it was more expensive than building the. Yeah, absolutely. No, I think, I find the use case for a yurt to be really questionable in many, many ways. Like, if you're living on the step and you're putting your house up and then taking it down and moving, perfect. I get it, and I love the way a yurt looks. I love many things about the yurt, but I just feel that it's got a certain cool to it that it doesn't deserve in our context that any of us here from what I know of, like Mal and Russell and me and Dave up north of 60. Like I feel that the yurt. Well, Dave could do it if that was his winter tent. But he's got a great sort of a winter tent made for our climate. So, like I would go for a canvas, like a hot tent over a
Is
yurt.
it? Is that like yurts where they're meant to be portable
Yeah.
originally?
Yeah, that's the whole thing,
Okay, well there you go. Like it's kind of like the teepee, which is a great idea. But when you're done
Mhm.
with the teepee, it just collapses and you take it with you.
Yeah.
But a yurt is a permanent home. Like I start to think about all the things like how do you insulate it? Like how do you section it off into rooms and yeah, there are people who have done it and
The thing
they look
is,
great. But
yeah, they look great, but I just
even an ordinary Joe like me can put up a stick frame cabin, insulate it really well, have it nice and livable. You don't need to get.
or a log cabin even, which is what I would want to do.
Yeah, I know. It's a dream.
But for me, any cabin's a dream. Like I can't afford to do anything. I can't even afford the freaking canoe. Right. So to me, like I can dream about any kind of cabin. I dream about a wood, a log cabin. I dream about having like a southern style place, right, with a really high peaked roof and windows at the top, so that you get like airflow in the summer. You know how like through the south, you see all these places with like really high peaked roofs, little vents up at the top because they couldn't, because in a world before air conditioning, you had to find a way to keep the house cool. Like I spend vast amounts of my time daydreaming about these kinds of things, but I never dream about a yurt. I do dream of having a hot tent though, like a 10 by 10, the Esca or something like that. I think if Dennis is still here, do you still have the Esca Classic, or did you sell that? Because I did know that you were selling something that I almost jumped on, but I was too late. Oh, all right, he's out. So forget about it.
A while, bro.
All right, forgot about it. Never mind. Who cares? Me, I care, but nobody else cares. Sounds like I'm in high school again.
Yeah. I think for all those really, yeah, I see what he said. For all those really cool, interesting, weird designs, for an ordinary person, if you build a stick frame cabin, you can't go wrong. It's going to be, reasonable cost to doing it. It's going to be reasonable amount of effort to doing it. You're going to be happy. Here's the one thing that will make you really happy. Two things that will make you really happy. Bye, Mello. 3 things. When Mallow leaves.
I'm trying to catch up here because I realize that we've really that I've really sort of let it. Destiny says there's a great traditional yurt on a nearby provincial park. It looks very heavy, but so very warm inside, even at -50 below. Well, that's the thing. Like yurts come from a very cold part of the world, right? Not cold like where Dave lives cold, but outer Mongolia can be very, very cold in the wintertime. And they're designed the way teepees are, right? You put up a teepee in -20, but it's got a fire in the middle, and the flap at the top is open so that you don't get smoked out. You're all right, But yeah, hold on a second. 2 things I'm waiting. 2 things I'm waiting?
Yeah, I was talking about the 2 things you really need.
Oh, the 2 things. Okay, go for it. Good.
2 things, which I find are very important when you're building your cabin. First is you gotta have a good view, which is not. I understand that's not always possible, and I think Sean James' first cabin suffered from that a lot. There was no view, and also suffered from the second thing, which was lots of windows. What the hell is that?
What just happened? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What was that? Do that again.
What
Was
the
that
hell?
what? What's going on? That's so weird.
I
Why
have
don't I
no
get it?
idea what's happening.
Anyway, lots of windows, which I know is shit. Why are you getting that? I'm not getting that.
No! What is happening? And like suddenly, as soon as it starts doing stuff like that, my
Do this.
I
Do one of
start
these.
buffering.
No, they're not
What? No
going.
heavy metal. Okay, hold on. Wait, it's got to do something. I don't get it. Oh yeah, but look at how I freeze.
Yeah, that's weird.
Here's what I say about your freezing.
Oh, why doesn't it work for me?
But
That's
why
not
is it
fair.
doing this? Okay, good night, Mallow. Messenger does that too.
Wait. One more thing. I was gonna say. I know Windows are probably one of the more expensive things you're gonna buy.
Truth.
There is stuff like the Restore.
Mm-hmm.
Places like that. You can pick up Windows for a lot cheaper than
for almost nothing. Sometimes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
she doesn't like what I said. That's what because she's got no view and she can't afford Windows. But all
But
right.
okay, I wanted to ask you about that though, because
Yep.
I get what you're saying. You want like a panoramic view, like you've got a nice view over the pond, right?
Yeah.
But I think that looking out your any of your windows and seeing trees is still a good view.
It's certainly better than looking at concrete.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Or-
quite the same as looking out your front door or your front window and seeing like a pond or a lake.
Oh yeah.
But
I
I think that anywhere you look out, you see trees and like say birds flying around or flittering is still a good
ab-
view.
absolutely. I don't disagree. Trees are better than concrete for sure.
Yeah. Apparently, Tyler and Todd are now building a big house out of shipping containers. They know what works for their channel in terms of
Yeah.
views and therefore money, for sure. Oh, Jim is out. Need to hit the rack. It's all right.
Yeah,
You'll
Jim.
probably miss rum on the rocks. I don't have a rum on the rocks. I should have a rum on the rocks that I just put on at the end of every episode.
Yeah. You can sing, right?
Rum on the rocks.
Something else.
AI is taking over. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Destiny says 3 things: review, Windows, and eco toilet, propane, composting toilet, maybe.
Sure, what that eco propane toilet is. You can also just use a bucket or a outhouse.
Good old bucket. It's a bouquet. Off-grid Recon says views can be in the eye of. Gonna start that again. Views can be in the eye of the beholder. Near water and southern exposure are prime for me. Yeah.
Now see, so City Girl has always loved a water feature.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with northern exposure.
Why?
For a very specific reason. A couple of very specific reasons. There's one, I had visited. Do it again.
Okay, hold on.
I'd been to a buddy's cottage that had a southern exposure over. It was a small river, but I remember sitting on the deck and yeah, that really just
It's terrible. I hate
video
it.
just dies.
Yeah.
Anyway, I remember sitting. I was baking in the sun, and I was looking across the river, and everything was in shadow because the sun was to the south, and I was like, well, that's not what I want. I want to see everything in sunshine, and I don't want to be baking in the sun. I burn to a crisp. And City Girl doesn't do well in sunshine either. So
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I see why. I also kind of feel that you want southern exposure for your solar panels and northern exposure for your view.
yes,
Destiny
And I've
Brothers.
never regretted. I've been here 7 years. Never regretted having a northern facing view. I love it. I would never change a thing.
Yeah, because all the sun is on your view rather than in your face.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, it doesn't do anything for this.
What do you mean? Oh,
The stupidness on screen.
God damn! You have like, Snow White and the Seven Dwarf hands, and I have like
Hello, Scottish blood.
the Nightmare Before Christmas hands.
Freckles on one side, fish stomach pale on the other. Yeah, and Destiny
the
is
finger that can't straighten.
Did you break that?
I popped it out of its socket once.
How
the tendons seized up.
Ask. Destiny agrees with you. The north facing cabin. Yeah, I think that it's a good option as well. Absolutely. Off grid says we get a lot of rain. Got to get that sunlight when it's out there. Yeah, in some places yeah, absolutely. David says you want west facing cabin for the subsets. Oh, for the sunsets.
That's a great option as well.
That's actually not a bad.
Yeah.
Thing is, like,
however, it kind of depends. Like, the sun is going to shine into your cabin at some point during the day. Where's it going to be in the morning? Where's it going to be in the afternoon? Where's it going to be in the evening? And so in the evening for us, it shines into the kitchen, and I kind of like it. It's nice to be in the kitchen. You're cooking, the sun's shining through, and you're doing stuff.
Okay.
So you got to kind of think about it that in the morning, but in the morning we get up, we go in the kitchen, the sun shines not there. It's at the far side, the other side of the cabin.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and here's what I'm going to say.
Right. Okay. Tell us what you're going to say.
I'm going to be brilliant. Except I need a piece of paper.
You're always brilliant,
right?
I know.
People don't get it because
Shizzle.
For shiz. Okay, so I'm going to use this notebook to. Oh, I found a pen. Wonder how long that's been there. So here's the thing, right? I feel that what you want for your cabin makes the facing element kind of almost a non-issue, right? He said right. So if I'm going to build a cabin, by which I mean
hold up right up the camera. We can't see. It's just wait until
I put a line. Okay, so here's my piss.
Oh, all right.
Everything sucks. Okay,
piss.
So okay.
I see a rectangle.
South.
Okay.
North.
Don't write in French.
I shall not write in French. East, which is est, and west.
Ooh. Did you put a W? W.
Oh,
W.
Shit. I wrote in French. Hold on.
You had one job. It was just one letter.
Yes. Okay, so here's what I want, for God's sakes. Okay. So where does the sun set? East or west, right? West, right? So here's this is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh, for land's sakes. Hold on. It's because I'm all mirrored.
Is this your property or is this a cabin?
Cabin. Oh my God. Okay, so here's where I want my living room so I can watch the sunset. I'm trying to draw an arrow, but oh my God, mirrored is so tough. Okay, so here's where I want my living room on the west side. I want my kitchen for the sunrise. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I want my north for the view of the lake. And I want my south for the solar panels. That's what I think I would want.
Great. And where does your wood stove go?
Where'd my what?
Wood stove.
In the living room.
Tricky because your panels are on the south face, so your wood stove has to be on the north face somewhere.
Okay, but but here's the thing. Oh my god, this is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Now I'm feeling
Where's
stupid.
the peak? Where's the peak? Does it go west east?
For God's sakes, man.
Well, look at the page. Okay, so where's your chimney?
There's my peak. Okay, so hold on. So yeah, okay. So in that case, I would have the wood stove on the for God's sakes,
Okay.
here, right? So I would have my chimney here. Okay, because solar panels are here, wood stove is here. Because you're right, you can't have the chimney sticking up through a solar panel.
You're gonna put it on the outside of your cabin. It's gonna stick up a long way, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, I could put it like, so long as it's on this side of the peak, it doesn't really matter, right? So I could put it here.
No, I'm just saying it's got to be like somebody here knows the math. Maybe David, because he's been looking at it recently. But it has to be above the peak of the roof, right?
It has to be above the peak, but not so high that it'll cause a shadow on the panels, right?
It won't. It's on the north side.
But if it's too tall, no, I guess you're right.
I'm right.
No, I guess. What else? All right. Mr. Right. I don't mean Mr. Right.
Are you going to 11:15? Because I got to see Man About a Hearse.
I'm guessing I am going to 11:15 because I noticed that we're after 11, but I am so full of absolute gems that I'm not finished dropping. So, yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay, so a propane toilet burns the poop. Good to know. I never even heard of such a thing. Oh, except hold on. Got to get it on rain. West facing for the sunsets. Do the Vulcan greeting. Oh, do you think that'll do something? No. Streamer's not that cool. Would that have been cool though? Like I'm like, this is really bugging me. Cause there, I freeze. Right? And this isn't gonna do anything, right? There's no like rock out. But what was it? What was the first one? No, it wasn't a stop hand. What was I doing when that weird yellow bubble appeared? What was I doing? Was I doing this? No, was I doing... What did I do? Like, I did some kind of gesture. I don't remember what it was. Sunsets in the west. Sorry, guys. North, south, east, and west. Yeah, but in French it's N-S-E-N-O. Oh, what this... Destiny says that Vedic astrology has a whole load of info about which natal charts, like west-facing houses versus north-facing. North is where the money enters. Number of windows on the north indicates number of income streams. Really? It was 2 fingers. Was it this? That brings up a balloon? Why? Does it bring up a smaller balloon if I'm back here instead of up at the front? No. It's like, big balloon right in your face. Great. But no, but like, you throw the horns and nothing. No, I'm not going to do it, just in case. The yellow bubble appeared when Russ had the middle finger up. Yeah, but right? There's nothing happening there, because of course not. Oh, I just give you guys all the fingers. Sorry, folks. Didn't mean to do it. Yeah, it was a peace sign, but why a balloon with the peace sign? Like when the balloon goes up, that's when you all get nuked. What the hell? I'll try one finger. One finger. The first order of business is to figure out why this is happening. No, nothing for one finger.
Yeah, peace sign.
Yeah, peace sign was that silly yellow balloon. 3 fingers. 3 fingers is like a crown.
I'm disappointed this does nothing.
Yeah, me too. I would have liked to
Also-
have seen something heavy metal-esque.
Also, the Vulcan thing. I really wanted something to happen there.
Yeah, I also wanted something to happen for that. But no. They're no fun. That's the problem. They're no fun. Strange, yes. Ian says, if just there's a French dookie in the forest, does anyone understand? I don't understand at all. So maybe nobody does. A French dookie, je ne comprends pas.
Fun.
I've done some damage to this bottle tonight. Where the hell's Al?
I don't know. He was around earlier.
Wake his ass right up.
Really? You want me to?
No, of course I don't want you
Yeah.
to. If somebody woke me up, I would be really grumpy about it. Don't wake him up.
care.
Don't wake him up.
No,
I'm getting off in 2 minutes. Don't wake him up for 2 minutes of hell. 2 minutes of hell.
No, I was just going to wake him up. I was going to say why.
Don't you wake him up. Come on, let him sleep. He's older than we are. Alfred Recon says, good night, y'all. I am out. He didn't say y'all. He just said, good night, I'm out.
Good night.
Fun night, guys. Thanks. I'm out. Yep. Have yourself a good night. Off grid. Sleep well. I know I will sleep well tonight because I've had an exhausting freaking day. Destiny is out. Oh, no. When Destiny's out, that means it's really time to shut her down. But we've still got 2 minutes to go. Okay. Bonsoir tout le monde. Be safe. See you next time. Bisous. I kind of feel like I have to read that whole thing in a French accent.
Bonsoir. You did very well. You did very well.
See you next time. Bisous.
I begrudgingly admit you did that well.
Oh, Ian says that dookie is American slang for feces. Well, in that case, I regret reading that in the internets, Ian. Weblore.
Yeah, way to go, Ian.
Frick.
Way to go.
Well, why's he got to be hating?
I don't know. Ian's just this guy, you know.
Embarrassing me like this.
Yeah.
You know, that makes me want to do this and get a big balloon right in my face. I mean, what the fuck is going on? Oops.
So does that look normal on YouTube? Because on StreamYard, it just freezes you.
I do not know. I shall find out. I'm going to do this again because, hey, irritating the viewers is great. Okay, so that freezes. And on the YouTube, which is a few minutes behind, well, a few seconds. Not a few seconds, like a minute and a half. Apparently more than that behind. Come on, fool.
Shouldn't be any more than like 30 seconds.
Well, this YouTubeage is really irritating me, okay? Because
it's the bad YouTube.
Oh, I see. Because I didn't hit reload, refresh. It was like 40 minutes ago on YouTube. Makes no sense. It makes no sense.
40 minutes ago?
Yeah, it was like halfway through. I am so irritated. I am so irritated right now. Oh, that was a little loud. I think I might have peaked there.
It did.
So, yeah, no, I froze on YouTube as well. Oh, man. Marcel's out too? We're just losing our people here. Chrissy's out?
We were just about to start talking about, like, bushcraft movies.
Yeah. And
The River's Edge.
And like Arizona, River's Edge.
Ray Mears' favorite episode of Ray Mears.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I loved when he was with the SAS. Did you see that one?
Ray Mears making bread. Well, why is Kristen Grounds out? Because in her time zone,
I know
it's like it's 9.
It's weird.
16.
It's weird. Like she doesn't quite. Christy, do you live in our time zone? Not like literally, but figuratively. Do you live in our time zone?
Yeah.
Does she like? I have to be.
I must be
With
to
Russell
be
and Jess.
or not to be? That is the question. Whether it's just nobler in the mind's eye too. I'm going to stop right there.
No, you're doing well. Start over again. Maybe
No, I'm not going to start over again because then I'm going to do the whole thing and then it's going to be really boring. But Ian says it seems to pause for a few seconds, but the sound still goes. Yeah, it's the same in StreamYard. I wasn't sure if that was a StreamYard thing. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Wait. Whoop.
I'm calling my mother. I'm calling my mother.
I'm calling my mother. I'm going to wake her up right now.
Why can't I do it? I'm so upset. Like this. Why does he get to do it?
I love you all. Everybody is my favorite.
Come on.
But can I go like full on K-pop? Is this going to work for hearts as well? No. It doesn't work. So I can't go full on K-pop with the hearts.
Ba, 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 ba.
Ba, 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 ba.
You gotta get your fingers under your
Okay.
chin.
There's the thumbnail, right? There's the thumbnail. Both of us like, woo!
You just did Penguin trying to do Batman.
Yeah. Marcel says, thought you were ending it. Yeah, I thought I was too. Okay, I'm gonna Deliverance was a bushcraft movie. You're
so right. It was.
I think you can make that point. You can make that point. Like it's 23:18. I kind of feel like we have to go to 23:30 now, but
you know what?
But like
Rambo was a bushcraft movie.
How was Rambo a bushcraft movie?
He had that fucking knife that was this long.
That's not a knife. Now this is a knife.
But there's the things and you could pop
and
stuff
out
of
of the and hold on a second and
it was not Clayton.
When was the last time you refilled your drink? But you're double fisting tonight.
No, when I was muted and off camera, I refilled both.
I did some damage to this bottle tonight, so this is my last. I sure did some damage to this bottle tonight.
I did some damage to this can.
And the
can before that.
Good old can.
You like your cans? I like my cans cold and open and ready to be plunged.
I kind of feel like you're almost going for a single entendre there. So I'm just going to move right along.
I'll be banging this can in a minute.
Okay.
Dave, do you want to join us?
No, because then it's going to be interesting. And we're going to... if Dave joins us, then I'm on for the whole... Civil War looks like a good movie. I haven't seen a movie in so long. I mean, I know what Civil War is, but I haven't seen a movie in so long that...
Wasn't Civil War a movie like a few years back?
No, it's out right now. They're sort of playing on how the United States feels right now.
Oh, I was thinking okay, Jesus.
And they're taking it to the sort of the logical extreme. Ian.
Is it?
Rain Man. Bottle's empty. You may have to look for another if you keep going. What bottle did you finish, Ian?
I'm thinking Captain America Civil War. So this is
Ian, what bottle did you finish? For God's sakes, I hope it wasn't a whiskey bottle. I mean, unless you were just drinking the heel anyway, but tea's a good drink though.
Okay, we'll check that out.
Okay, I do have to reference this here. Tim says, I'm freaking late. You are so late that I was supposed to be finished 20 minutes ago, Tim. You are entering at this. You know what this is? This is Bettina level late.
Tim, we were pregnant and you were due like 21 days ago, kind of thing.
What?
So
why do you have to get so weird?
We just pumped out at Tim Gee.
Just pumped out at Tim. That's
yep.
Sounds like we pumped out a box.
Like, hey.
Ian just finished off at Jameson's. Please tell me you started with the heel of the bottle rather than halfway through.
Wait, did you miss this? Predator was a bushcraft movie.
Oh, Predator was a bushcraft.
Oh, yeah. You bet. Oh, God. I love that movie.
Okay, yes. But how is it a bushcraft movie?
They were in the bush. They were in the jungle. Actually, it's a Mongol. It's a Mongol. it's a jungle craft movie.
A jungle craft movie. Jungle craft. I have to find a way to make some jungle craft videos. Like, where would I go to do bushcraft in the jungle? I mean, without Ray Mears money, I can't go to Australia. I can't go to Australia.
Here's what you do: you buy a coconut, and
you buy the lime and the coconut, and sorry,
the rest writes itself.
I hate coconuts though. So I'm standing on a beach in Jamaica, because you know how last July we had to go to a destination wedding. And it was in Jamaica. So one day we're standing at the beach and I'm like, I don't like coconut. And my wife is like, I don't like coconut. And we're like, there's a guy standing in the waves with a floating little counter selling fresh coconuts that he's like opening for you. So we're like,
wow,
let's try this. So we walked over. Well, we waited over and we're like, 2 coconuts, you know, and it's like, whatever, $5 American. And he says it'll be, 5 Jamaican minutes. We're like, okay. So 15 minutes later, he's got these 2 coconuts. He's like, he took a machete and popped the top off of each of these coconuts, stuck a straw in it, and had it. Just like, oh yeah, this is our Jamaican moment. And we took the straws, stuck them in our mouths, gave it a great big sip, and like, nope, still don't like coconut. Nope. Do not like it. I mean, it was great to have sort of the Jamaican moment of wading out into the surf, buying these 2 coconuts, having the guy chop the tops off, throw a straw in, like, here you go, man. And we're like, thank you very much, sir.
I don't understand. What was wrong with it?
It's coconut. I like my coconut desiccated and shredded and on something.
So there's nothing else in it? It was just coconut milk?
No, it was a coconut. So what's in coconut milk? What's in a coconut is coconut milk, right? I mean, there's the coconut flesh along the side, right? He handed us each a coconut
with a straw in it,
with the top chopped off and the straw stuck in it.
So it's coconut milk.
Yeah, it's coconut water that is in a coconut.
Coconut water. Sorry,
there was nothing added to it. It's not coconut milk because you don't milk a coconut.
No, sorry. I misspoke.
Coconut.
I misspoke. Yep.
Nope,
misspoke. You don't eat. I've got visions of you milking a coconut, but that's cool.
That's definitely not cool.
So there's this guy in the ocean.
Well, I mean,
there's a problem with this. What did you ask him beforehand? Like, what's in this? Like, what do you get?
No. I mean, like, he had coconuts there, and you had given the £5. What? The $5? Oh, what?
Get a coconut with a straw in it.
And he would he would take his machete, cut the top off, stick a straw in it, and say, "Here's your coconut, man." And you would take it, and if you were anyone other than us, you would love it, I guess.
So you would immediately take this coconut to the bar and like fill this up with rum or vodka.
Yeah, throw rum in this, will you? Do you like pina coladas? I do want to say that Tim says we were eating tilapia tacos and they were orgasmic. That is my reason for being late. Good old fish tacos.
Really? Like literally, Tim?
Moving right along. Ian says The Martian was a bushcraft movie, just a different planet. Didn't he have to science the funk out of this thing? I like that movie. And it's a movie I actually saw.
I watched it several times, actually.
Ian,
I mean, there's a lot of problems with that movie, but
yeah, but not as many as in a lot of sci-fi movies, right? You know, Neil deGrasse Tyson had him on a couple of his episodes. You know, Neil deGrasse Tyson does a podcast called Space Talk.
Okay. And he had who on?
The author, whose name completely escapes me right now because I've had some
Yeah,
whiskey.
it was a novel before it was a screenplay. Got that.
That particular novelist spent a lot of time making sure the science was right as far as it could be before it got in the way of a good story, kind of thing, you know?
Sure. I'd be interested to compare the book to the movie because the movie had a lot of problems, but
You should almost never compare a book to a movie. Ian says that Jess's next whiskey video will feature something involving milking a coconut. My next one will not, but maybe I should do something including coconut at some point soon.
I would totally compare a book to a movie when they say we try to get everything right.
Tim says that's how they serve coconuts in Hawaii. Yeah, it's probably Hawaii. But that's probably the way they serve coconuts in most ocean places. And this guy was like,
$5.
Here's the thing, right? Like, they might have been £5 each. Here's the
dollars.
Did I just do it again?
Yeah.
Why is this happening? We're gonna move right along. Just gonna keep it rolling because I'm only doing this for another 2 minutes. And I've forgotten what I was gonna say. Have you seen what was that Russian sci-fi film called? It was I read the book and I saw the film.
Back to the Future?
No. I mean literally Russian, like Soviet author.
Ready Player One? Was it Casino Royale?
Russian science fiction has a rich history dating back to mid-19th century. During Soviet era, Russian science fiction flourished. Yeah, but no, I'm not looking for any of those guys. What the hell was really his name? Well, thank you many times. Solaris. Have you seen Solaris?
I have.
What did you think of that? How do we always end up talking about movies again? I think you and I both went. You and I have a thing about movies.
We love movies.
I mean, the thing is, Solaris was book before movie making.
Okay, so are you talking about the 1972 film or the 2002 film?
Whoa, there was a 2002 film? I talk about 1972.
1972 is what you're talking about? Because I haven't seen that.
Okay, that's the one I saw. Oh, hold on. Dave, first of all, is still here, which is ridiculous considering how poorly I'm doing right now. If you had to pick one bottle of whiskey for your bug out bag, what would it be? Best post-apocalyptic whiskey. This is an excellent question, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because up until the pandemic hit, I was all peat all the time, okay? The whiskey, like my gateway whiskey, the one that was the one that told me that whiskey was big for me was the Lagavulin 16. All right. I'll never buy a bottle of it again because now it's too close to $200 and it's not worth it because of what it is. But it does have a beautiful flavor. So up until the pandemic, I would have come down on that side of something peated for sure. During the pandemic, this story is worthwhile. Okay, so David, don't go away just yet. During the pandemic, I could not get to the forest to shoot my videos because Montreal's bridges were closed and all of Quebec was broken up into regions and there were checkpoints everywhere. So I couldn't, you could not cross between regions without a good reason. If you lived in, say, Ottawa and worked in Gatineau, you needed a pass to cross the bridge to go to work, okay? So I could not get to the woods to shoot my bushcraft videos. So I was like, what am I going to do? Because the thing is, I went to school to make movies or to play with cameras, shall we say. So I need to interact with the camera just to stay freaking sane. So I was looking for what am I going to do? And I was like, I like whiskey. And so the first video I did on my other channel was a Bruichladdich Classic Laddie, which I loved, and it was a non-peated. And I had gone into the pandemic not loving non-peated and really not liking sherried. And throughout the pandemic, I tried many things. And the bottle that got me over my sherry finished aversion was an Aaron sherry cask, which I loved. And it was like totally aged in sherry, okay? So everything I hated about sherry was like, you know what? This is fabulous. And so today, what I would probably take as my... Did I take his question off? I just want to remind myself. If I had to put a bottle of whiskey in my bug out bag, it would not necessarily be something peated today. I might take an Aaron 10, very good price for what it is, not sherried, not peated. I'm going to give you like a small aperçu of like maybe a few, and then I'll try to bring it down to just one. So the Aaron 10 hits way above its price point because I think it's about $80 in Quebec, so probably about 60 or 70 in Alberta. Ontario is going to be very similar to Quebec pricing. Woodford Reserve on the bourbon side would be really high for that. I sort of flip back and forth between the Woodford Reserve, the normal one, not the double oaked, just the straight up normal one, or the Wild Turkey 101. It's such the Bruichladdich Classic Laddie. Any of those four would do me great. The Bruichladdich Classic Laddie, it's around $80, so it's not north of 100, and it's fantabulous. The thing about that is they make each batch of the Classic Laddie to the same taste quality rather than the exact same flavor and color and stuff. Okay.
Have we lost everyone yet?
We're about to, but I'm almost finished. So the thing with Classic Laddie is I do have two bottles from different batches, and they're not the same. They're very similar. They try to keep it similar, but they're not the same. In fact, you know what? That would be my choice. Let's nail it down to one. Bruichladdich Classic Laddie. Any batch. That's what goes into my bug out bag. David goes with Macallan's. Here's the thing. I have a strict no Macallan's policy on my whiskey channel. I mean, the booze is fine, but it costs way too much for what it is.
Okay. Can we mention that Civil War was written by Alex Garland? The movie we were just talking about, Civil War, was written by Alex Garland, who also wrote the movie Sunshine,
which was fabulous.
I love that movie. It was about trying to ignite a dying sun. Lots of great characters. He also wrote 20 Days Later, which blows my mind.
Which was even better.
Yeah. I'm just blown away by these facts.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think 28 Days Later was one of the best. But didn't he also write Dread?
Yes, he did.
Am I right about that?
2012, yeah.
Did he do something AI related?
Rated 7.1 on IMDb. So.
I feel that he did something AI or robots or something related at some point as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, Ex Machina. Oh, he wrote Ex Machina as well. Holy shit. This guy's a dude.
He's a dude. To up north of 60. Dave, what would be your bottle? What would be your go bag bottle?
I've never seen
a bug out bag bottle
with such highly, like, everything's. Sorry, continue.
No, I like where you're going. I threw a question out to Dave to see what would his bottle be for his bug out bag. In fact, if anyone has like a bottle of whiskey, rum, or whatever that they would want in their bug out bag for if the shift hit the fan, drop it in the side chat below. If anyone's still here. Oh, there's still like 11 people watching. strangely. I don't know why you people are still watching, because I've let it slip.
28 years. Oh, he's working on it 28 years later.
28 years later. Why?
Because
Why?
it's 2002.
Yeah, but still. But dude, 28 Days Later was peak.
Oh,
Peak
but
for the genre.
But while I didn't like the movie 28 Weeks Later, remember the opening sequence when they were in that house and the
I
windows
didn't
were
even
boarded up?
bother watching it. I didn't want it to ruin, because to me, 28 Days Later was a perfect encapsulated film. For the same reason that I didn't watch past the first
No.
season of Walking Dead, because I felt that it was perfect the way it was. Boom, done. Didn't need any more. You know?
No, you're totally wrong. Wait, can you repeat what you just said?
I said, the way how everything Russell says is utter bullshit.
Okay, no wait. Okay, so 28 Weeks Later, I didn't like the movie on the whole, but you have to watch the opening 5 to 10 minutes until the guy gets in the boat. You have to watch it. It's like in my top 10 movie moments.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. I'll send you the clip.
Sure. I will definitely.
And you will watch it.
And I will be happy to have watched it.
That's awesome. Anybody still watching the first 10 minutes of 28 Weeks Later? Come on.
Come on now.
Come on.
Come on.
You might not like furries, or you might like magnetic things, but if there's bananas and horses in your future, you might like this.
What? What are you saying, Russell? What's going on in that Russell mind of yours? What's happening? Nobody's answering my questions. I asked David what his bug out bag would be, bug out bag whiskey would be. I asked everyone what their bug out bag booze would be. And the last comment is David saying Macallan's at 11:30, which is when I was supposed to shut this thing down. And we're at 11:39, which means I have to go to at least 11:45, which is bugging me because I have to go to sleep. Macallan's. No, I don't spend Macallan's money for Macallan's quality. I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna find it. We're gonna find this on YouTube. We're gonna watch it right now.
We can't watch it right now because we can't share it and have sound. Because we're using StreamYard instead of whatever you use for Booksfest. Or maybe you could. Yeah, I have a problem with, like, how the Mac doesn't allow two different sound input, whatever it is. I have issues.
Okay,
I have issues. I just have so many issues. Freaking life. You know what I'm saying? Freaking life.
All right. Well, whatever, man. Anyway, you'll enjoy it.
Okay, a video just started playing randomly. Did you hear that? And of course you didn't hear that. Never freaking mind.
Your computer.
On my computer.
Your computer?
I will not be pouring any more whiskey tonight.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
If Dave is still here, there's a whiskey distillery in the Yukon, which I know is not the Northwest Territories, called Two Brewers, that puts out absolutely first-rate juice. I have a couple of their bottles. And if anyone is looking, and if anyone in Canada, because I think they're starting to sell in some states, but it's awkward. or something. If anyone in Canada is looking for a spectacular Canadian single malt, anything by Two Brewers is worth looking at. Like if you're at your local LCBO or SAQ or whatever the New Brunswick Liquor Commission is called, or LCB, what the hell's the BC Liquor Commission called? BC, nobody cares. Wherever you are, if you see Two Brewers on the label, pick it the funk up. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm going to say about that. Also in Canada, Shelter Point, same deal. Very high quality juice. These are both like independent. I believe that Shelter Point was just bought by somebody huge. But anyway. So if anyone's looking for a bug out bag whiskey, something from the Yukon kind of fits the bill, don't you think? What time are we at now? We're at 23:42. We're on for another 3 minutes. Nobody's answering my questions, so we're going to consider that to be a... Oh, there's still 10 people watching. What are you people doing that you're still watching this? I think they're all asleep and they just left it on. So maybe. Thanks for helping keep the the numbers up, people. Somehow tonight I've managed to garner 27 thumbs ups. So maybe I'm not sucking at this tonight. I felt at certain points that I wasn't doing so great, but apparently I wasn't doing as badly as I thought. Hey, Grace is still here. Grace, how's it going? Grace is still here. Ian the Weblord is enjoying the entertainment. Yeah, you're enjoying me just sort of going, falling to pieces on screen, right? 2 more minutes, folks. And then we put this baby to bed.
Oh, this is fair. Oh.
I'm looking for a yellow balloon, but I'm not getting one now. Oh. What the hell is up with this? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Come on.
Okay, so if I put up 2 fingers and you put up... well, now you're putting up 2 fingers.
This is bullshit.
It is BS. But nobody told me what their a bug-out bag bottle of booze is, even though I asked.
Sure.
So that's going to adversely affect my engagement. No, it's not engagement. What is it? Interaction. Whatever. Nobody cares.
Interaction. Yeah.
Nobody cares. Good old tea. Tea's a comfort food for me. Oh, David Evans is out. Good night, all, he says. David, I'm out. Oh, it's 11:45. Okay, no, we're all out. Everyone's out. Good night, all. I'm glad that I went extra. What are you going to say? Okay, say something to David.
Well, David was sick for a while. I'm just wondering if he's okay now. Better.
I was just figuring that he's back online, so he's feeling better.
Well, he's online the last couple of weeks, but he was still sick. But
Ian's out too. You're heading to the woods to relax. Nice. All right. And Grace is out as well. Good night, everyone. Yeah, we're gonna shut her down. We're gonna shut her down. It's 11:46 p.m. So y'all just have yourselves a good week. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Get off of my live stream.
Get off my lawn. I don't know what is happening for next week yet because of when my birthday is, which is the 21st, which makes things awkward for the live stream.
Wednesday.
I will try to maybe do it Wednesday. Between now and whenever the heck I'm on next, everybody please.
Wednesday. It's a beautiful day.
I'm trying to shut this thing down. Everybody please be safe, be sane, be healthy,
live streamer. Then you'll know.
And be kind to one another.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.